Yo, man, what's going on? You got Angel Reese. They trying to say she basically saying they ain't getting paid like WNBA. I'm gonna show you basically what I'm talking about. Play a little audio.
WNBA star Angel Reese has once again found herself at the center of controversy, but this time the conversation stems from a real discussion, though it may not have been presented accurately. Reese and fellow player Dejanay Carrington recently addressed the upcoming WNBA collective bargaining agreement (CBA) negotiations on Reese's show. A quote circulating online claims that Reese declared, "If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out." The words are accurate, the context tells a different story. Reese wasn't making a direct demand, but rather relaying discussions she had heard about potential actions players might take if negotiations don't favor them. The clip, as shared by Reese's own show, didn't clarify that she was speaking in hearsay, leading to widespread misinterpretation. This isn't the first time Reese has been misquoted. In the past, false rumors have circulated about her, including a baseless steroid accusation and a fabricated quote claiming she demanded WNBA players be paid like NBA stars. Such misinformation contributes to the larger issue of negativity unfairly surrounding Reese in the media. However, the conversation around WNBA salaries is a legitimate one. With a new media rights deal and increased revenue streams, players are pushing for fair compensation. Currently, rookie contracts, including those of Reese and Caitlin Clark, are significantly lower than their market value. The league, historically subsidized by the NBA, faces tough negotiations ahead, and tensions between players and ownership will likely escalate as the 2026 season approaches, the deadline for a new CBA. While strong public stances can help players gain leverage, some argue that a more measured approach, led by WNBPA figures like Nika Ogwumike, would be more effective. Regardless, this discussion is sure to continue making waves, and the WNBA's financial future remains a key topic in women's sports. Will a WNBA lockout happen? That remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, the players are demanding change, and this debate is far from over. For more updates on the WNBA and Indiana Fever, don't forget to like,
we're in New Mexico, we're in Arizona, we're going to be in New York, we're going to be in Wisconsin. So, we got to be close to some of those things I just named, right? Yeah, but.
In the days following the 1997 murder of rapper Biggie Smalls in Los Angeles, rumors spread that he had owed the Southside Compton Crips gang $1 million, with some claiming it was for Tupac's murder and others claiming it was for security work, leading some to wonder if he'd been killed over this debt. While it turned out Biggie had no hand in Tupac's murder, the rumors at the time could have been enough to have gotten Big killed. And this actually became an active theory investigated by LAPD.
NFL Street, the one I was on the cover of, I'm not sure.
We coming to Virginia. We're gonna be in Virginia. We're gonna be in Tennessee. We're about to be in like 25 states.
It doesn't even say it's quoted from anywhere. This picture did millions of views all over every platform. This page posted. Even Yahoo Sports got in on the Angel Reese hate train this week. It started with this picture of a quote. That's not even a quote. It doesn't even say it's quoted from anywhere. This picture did millions of views all over every platform. This page posted it twice. Her biggest hater on YouTube even had to come out and say that was a fake quote. She never said this. Not in this context. She didn't say this. She said, I need to get in those meetings because I am hearing.
Gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility.
It got so bad that she finally had to respond to all that fake news that's out there. Crazy part is this page took the original post down and then reposted the same quote again. Why is this girl hated so much? This hate can't come from a hand gesture she made when she was like 19 or 20. Even if that was the case, she said it was get back to what happened to Haley a couple days before. You know, they were friends. It can't be about her game. Even this fake picture shows a possession where she had the ball for 4 seconds. She may have attempted 2 or 3 times, but she ended up scoring. That's one possession and a scored basket. That's literally what sports is about. When your team gets the ball, score. No matter what it takes, score. So what is it? What is it about this lady that makes people do things like this? I've never seen any athlete get treated the way she does. Something deeper is at play. Even Yahoo Sports got in on the Angel Reese hate train this week. It started with this picture of a quote. That's not even a quote. It doesn't even say it's quoted from anywhere. This picture did millions of views all over every platform. This page posted it twice. Her biggest hater on YouTube even had to come out and say that was a fake quote. She never said this. Not in this context. She didn't say this. She said, I need to get in those meetings because I am hearing.
Gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we said no.
That's a possibility.
It got so bad that she finally had to respond to all that fake news that's out there. Crazy part is this page took the original post down and then reposted the same quote again. Why is this girl hated so much? This hate can't come from a hand gesture she made when she was like 19 or 20. Even if that was the case, she said it was get back from what happened to Haley a couple days before. You know they were friends. It can't be about her game. Even this fake picture shows a possession where she had the ball for 4 seconds. She may have attempted 2 or 3 times, but she ended up scoring. That's one possession and a scored basket. That's literally what sports is about. When your team gets the ball, score. No matter what it takes, score. So what is it? What is it about this lady that makes people do things like this? I've never seen any athlete get treated the way she does. Something deeper is at play.
That concludes this episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile. So not the first, not my first big contract. Maybe down the road, but I can't give you a break the first time out the gate.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I say it all the time.
If you do a movie, you always say Universal doing the movie. Universal going to create a production company. The reason why they created a dummy production company, in case they get sued, Universal don't get the hit, the production company get the hit. And they can always cancel that production company out and walk away from it. So, when they were doing Straight Outta Compton, they had people they hired was getting $150 a day for doing security. If they want to give these guys extra money, it would come from the production company. And if I'm saying, it comes from his business account, not his personal account. Like if I give you a check for my business,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
and you do something to get in trouble, you don't fall on me because you can be an employee or I can hire you to do something from my business account. If I give you a check from my personal account, that means.
And I'm feeling good, just taking a day at a time, just
how you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, man, how you feeling?
And I'm feeling good, just taking a day at a time, just chilling and staying focused for real.
Yeah, I love the time we
from a federal prison.
I love the time we spent in Saudi, man. That was great.
Hey, look, that's all I'm talking about here. The people here, they get their time and they ain't never experienced the world. So I be telling them stories and they be on 20.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey, you know what I was just listening to last night?
What's that?
The verse with you the verse you did on Donna with Andre 2000.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that shit's so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the end of the album.
Yeah, I heard that. I said, yeah, they popping it.
Yeah.
What you been working on? You good overall?
Yeah, man. I just got off the phone with Puff. I talked to him for the first time, nigga, 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes before you called me. Yeah.
Hey, look how the almighty do. You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that's what this is.
I'm trying to roll tonight. You can catch me everywhere shooting like I'm rolling.
roll the dice. I'm trying to put some money on it, let's roll the dice.
I don't want you doing that very often. This one time, kiss that freaking ass like
If you bet on a player to score the first touchdown and instead he scores the second, you get your money back in cash.
Welcome to beautiful and sunny Los Angeles, California. And we've got college basketball for you out of the Big Ten Conference from Pauley Pavilion. Crosstown rivals set to battle as USC makes the short drive over to Westwood to take on the Bruins of UCLA. Day in Evanston, Bilodeau drives baseline reverse and goes down. Bilodeau with 19 points on 8 of all for this USC team. Off the mark on his first attempt. The other way, and great penetration. Eric Taylor, their point guard from Los Angeles. Inside, Bilodeau. How about that? Nice pocket pass, easy bucket.
And the patience.
Galen Center, AJ pump fake, dribble drive, gets to the hole, off the window, strong goal. That was on rebound. Moses Malone, up and in.
You got to explain to the young kids.
Yeah, tell them to look it up. Google it. Inside the paint. Stefanovic, that one deflected. Bilodeau, 6 to shoot. Baseline J, pure. T. Beazle.
Somebody came ready to play.
Yes, longest stretch for him as a Bruin to shoot it that well. Inside, ball batted around, picked up. Just turns it around, jams it with the right hand.
Good defense. That was really good offense, but better defense that time by UCLA. Don't settle.
Bilodeau calling for it on a mismatch, and he fakes it down with the left hand. 12-2. Bilodeau with 8 points. USC just throwing the ball away now. Sky Clark, diagonal pass. And another jump shot going on. This time it's Dylan Andrews. Timeout Southern California. Stuff for 3. Shooting shots right in front of the basket. Foul, Yates.
There's all that we fight for and all that we fight against. This is the line where our nation's future is won. We are Marines. We were made for this.
UCLA might be using Janiyah Barker just a little bit more, looking towards her way a little bit more here this afternoon as Watkins, Player of the Year. Well, she leads the Big Ten in scoring. And Leah Samuels picks the pocket. Iriafin with the finish, but that all
into this offensive execution. Just tremendous job from Samuels. She hustles. They call her pitball for a reason, leading to some offense at the other end.
Watkins with the crossover, charging towards the pockets. He's got 8 seconds on the shot clock to work with. Gives it up. Pump fake by Howell, who's in trouble. Back to Samuels, who lets it fly. Wow. A couple of big buckets. USC just hawking Rice at the midcourt area. Rice gets it right back, crossover, draws a foul.
Over Rice, so she can't see the floor as well. But how about this absorption of that contact? She doesn't shy away from it. Terrific body control here and some hang time. Wow, what a finish.
Akinwafo. 2 and some change left. Watkins driving. Boy. Betts with the post touch. Akinwafo defending. Betts gets the pounce. Betts taking a peek inside. 4 seconds to Choo-choo. UCLA's up against it. Betts has to put it on the deck and beats the shot clock. Gets it inside to Betts. One-on-one coverage. Betts. They're going to make her work for it. 1,000 career points at UCLA for Lauren Betts and a key bucket. She's got 17 in the game. Smith takes it off from the sideline, finds Choo-choo. Hits the three-pointer. Might be too little, too late. Cuts the lead, though, to 5. 5 for 5 from the field in the second half. UCLA turns it over. Still live here for USC. The seconds counting down. Watson picks it up. And now 13 of 13 this half. Watkins lets it fly. Revenge is sweet for UCLA.
We must fight to secure the future by defeating all that threatens it, by winning the battles that will shape what's to come together.
Big news.
What is it?
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is now streaming.
Konnichiwa.
So you can watch it with everyone.
I've waited.
Chance for Brittany Sykes. Elbow jumper way strong. Reese on the O glass. Blocked by Collier. Another opportunity. Gray for 3. Knocks it down.
Especially with the Rose coming up with all those offensive rebounds early.
Chelsea Gray has now made 17 of her last. Gray playing off the basketball, using the screens from Reese. Gray goes down. Ankle breaker by the God.
3-on-3. When she has the ball, she's picking and choosing her spots wisely to shoot and score. Just as Skylar Diggins-Smith is
picking. Diggins-Smith for 3. Offensive rebound, Owls. But nabbed by Sykes. Out of the pack, it's Reese. Interesting wrinkle by Nola Henry, using Gray more off the ball and letting Sykes orchestrate offense. Played some point guard the last few years in Washington. Collier, second effort.
Really getting her team prepared to play. They're fiery. She loves it. I've been really impressed with her effort and how hard she plays on both ends of the floor.
Shakira Austin, Courtney Williams on the floor. Turnaround jumper in the paint by Shakira Austin. And in the hands of Austin. Let's send it over to Stephanie Reddy.
Well, Lisa, you were talking about Lexi Hall and how impressive her defensive efforts are. When we spoke to her this morning.
In the first, Gray being harassed by Collier. Now Austin in that deep defensive stance. Gray shoots the 3 over her. Short Hall to follow. She pinched between 2 owls. Just every the miss. And Williams from the mid-range, a master.
Now you know Court Weezy will get busy from that lane. He loves
the third quarter on a 6th. Rebound Reese. Now has a double-double, 12 and 10. Angel Reese high.
Can the Rose get a stop? But listen, Lunar Owls doing an excellent job executing their offense.
And a physical ball game. Courtney.
She was too close that time, Brendan.
Reese rolling to the rim. Sykes, this would be big for Rose. Brittany Sykes cans it on the Lunar Owl side. Now that's key. 4 team fouls on Lunar Owls here in the 4th. Sykes, what a step to the basket.
She's been doing that all night, getting downhill. That's her spot. They're looking for it, but guess what the Lunar Owls are looking for? Oh, okay.
Offensive board, Collier puts it forward. Skylar with 5 game winners, tied with Chelsea Gray for the league lead. Diggins-Smith puts the head down, rampage to the ball. Woo. Crowd into it. Diggins-Smith into Collier. Matched up. Gray may have nearly poked it away. 8 to shoot, Diggins-Smith matched up by Gray. Sykes took a fall. Collier wills it. 12 and 1. Lunar Owls. Queen Bee delivers.
Red Bull gives you wings. Part where she was saying something. She was saying something about the WNBA. Get what they want. They sitting out.
How do you sleep at night on a mattress?
She said she didn't say nothing about the NBA though. They keep saying she said something about the NBA, but Danny Case.
Just a mattress firm.
I feel like I need to elevate in the same way that, you know, that my paycheck elevated. So
Miss, yeah, we seen that. I seen them zeros.
Stop it.
It's crazy. You could look up people's salary.
I know. I'm like, y'all know.
I'm pocket watching because when it's my time, I need to be getting paid.
Meetings, they are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for real.
Yeah.
It was for 30, 40 minutes every day to the city next year if I stay. So probably not yet. Stay. I'm on a 1 year.
Everybody's basically on a 1 year except rookies.
Except y'all. Y'all gotta pay y'all dues. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We all did it.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
Of course.
Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to get paid for consequences. Damn, we got to get it up.
Y'all got to do something. Y'all got to do something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year. Or because the ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that the year after, they're going to get more. They probably going to be making more than us.
No, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the meeting.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for real.
Yeah.
It was kind of a possibility on the last one, but like now I feel like just with the leverage that you know we have right now, and it's just a time that women's basketball is going crazy. They're really it's gonna be a time next year.
Ooh, so I'm excited.
But we deserve it.
I'm excited. How was it to feel like you? Well, how was it when you felt when you got the call that you were most improved player?
It was actually really.
Introducing the second chance offer from BetMGM. What'd he say? If you bet on a player to score the first touchdown and instead he scores the second, boom, you get your money back in cash.
Get the second chance offer from BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas.
Put a good swing on it and lines it into left field.
Gleyber Torres pitch in the dirt. The message has never changed from A.J. Hinch to Riley Green, has it? Did you get a good pitch to hit?
Yeah.
Did you do anything with it?
And it might be the first pitch of the at-bat,
might be the first pitch.
Don't let it go by just because it might not be what you're looking for.
Fly ball, deep right field. Way back in right and gone. Second of the spring for Gleyber Torres. Tigers got the Orioles lead in half. And I was just about to say, Tiger fans are going to like seeing Gleyber Torres in this lineup this year.
I was just going to say, somebody looks like they're getting pretty comfortable at the plate, too. You know, just in spring training, getting used to his teammates and new surroundings and everything. And every time he gets to the plate, each and every time, he looks a lot more comfortable every time.
Meanwhile, in Canada, Canada's Liberal Party has now elected a successor to Justin Trudeau. Today, voters elected economist Mark Carney as the new party leader. He's never held the parliament position before, but did head the Bank of Canada during the 2008 financial crisis. Trudeau will remain as Canada's prime minister for some time until Carney settles in. Then Carney will lead the party during the country's upcoming election. That will happen sometime before October. Whoever wins that will have to deal with the threat of tariffs and annexation that President Donald Trump has done over the last couple of weeks.
finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
Biden was embarrassed by what happened, and he said, leave him up there. I would have said, if you're embarrassed, you got to get him out. Elon is right now preparing a ship to go up and get him.
Well, they're coming home. SpaceX scheduled to land at the International Space Station this Wednesday to rescue the 2 astronauts who have been stuck in space for 9 months. But the blame for the current situation lies at the feet of Joe Biden, who rejected Elon Musk's previous offer to rescue the pair. And even one of the astronauts agrees. Listen.
I can only say that Mr. Musk, what he says is absolutely factual. I believe him.
I mean, Molly, can you imagine?
I know.
You're up there, not a lot to do. All right? I don't think they get Netflix up there at last check. I mean, these guys are stuck. Musk says, I'll go rescue you, and Biden, for political purposes, says no, and we just heard from the astronauts themselves.
I watched this entire press conference. It was fascinating, and I have to say, Butch took all the political questions. He just kind of had this look on his face. He's like, I'll take the mic. Thank you very much. He brought it over. He had a lot of praise for the administration and for Elon Musk at the very beginning of this press conference. But in between those 2 statements that we just played, where he said, I believe him, where he believes Elon Musk, who is his ride home, by the way, he said, regarding like the back and forth, he said, we have no information on that whatsoever, what was offered, what was not offered, who it was offered to. But he absolutely had Elon's back as far as believing him. He believes that Elon told him.
Just amazing.
That's the way he put it.
Wow. Let's play that clip, and I want to get your reaction out of this, Taylor. This is MSNBC. They're laughing about the SpaceX explosion because that's MSNBC. Listen.
On Thursday, a SpaceX Starship rocket exploded just minutes into its test flight. All I could think about was, I can't sing.
No, please don't. That's good. That's good. We got it. We understand how painful that was for y'all out there. My suggestion for Elon, his response to all of this was rockets are hard. And Mr. Musk, if they're so hard, why don't you go back to your day job?
Taylor, this is why
that exploded is very, very different than the Crew Dragon that's going to go get the astronauts, which we should also make crystal clear.
Right.
Sorry, I jumped in. I'm heated about this.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, see that documentary, Return to Space, about Elon Musk, who single-handedly saved us, because it was a whole documentary about how there was no confidence in NASA. There was no confidence in the shuttle program. We just shut that down. Elon Musk put his every last penny on the line through, I believe, 6 or 7 failure after failure. Finally, the 8th launch, he says, this is all I've got. The bank's calling me. My loans are due. I have no money. I'm sleeping on the floor. If this works, great. If it doesn't work, I'm out. I can't do it anymore. And you know what? It worked.
Wow. Steve.
Why? Because fail, fail, fail. You learn from every failure and you eventually succeed. And I love that story. And that is the story of Elon Musk. And by the way, the private sector coming in to bail out a government that can't do it.
It's the story of America, right?
Amen.
That's how we built the greatest nation in history. Entrepreneurs building things, trying things out, experimenting. That's why we're always the first to do all this stuff. And those idiots, I just saw that for the first time. I know this is, we could laugh a little bit about this, but it's not funny. It's incredible. Those people, who the hell do they think they are? They haven't got a clue. Michael Steele, go back to your day job. Does he even realize that for the last 10 years or so, Elon's been building and running a whole range of companies way before Doge? You've got SpaceX, you've got Tesla, Neuralink, right? Yep. The brain interface that's helping blind people to see.
Get 3 times points on travel and dining. On everything you eat, everywhere you go. With Chase Sapphire Reserve, make more of what's yours.
Job search? Tailor your resume to the role with Microsoft 365, now with Copilot.
You see that she has taken this job and taken accountability and care for these young people. It's really fun to watch and fun to listen to her talk about how much she cares about their experience.
McMahon dialing it up from 3 to start things off for Ohio State.
That's what we just talked about, right? Cody McMahon, you think of her as being just a paint destroyer, but on that play, she has extended her three-point range this season line. So I think it's going to be an attack. They don't need a three. I think it's going to be something definitely to the rim. But against this staunch defense, they're going to have to free it up with some screening.
Earlier this season, on February 17th, it was an overtime win for Ohio State. The Hawkeyes were trailing by 12 with 90 seconds to play. Lucy Olson was completely unconscious in this game. A three-point play caps it off to force overtime. And then Ohio State found absolutely new energy, took off, and surged to the victory in Columbus. But what a battle that was. Part two here. The shot clock is up. Ten seconds left for Cambridge. McMahon gets herself to the rim.
They said it's on the floor.
It is on the floor.
Man. But it was Cody McMahon getting a touch and getting downhill with the basketball. She wasn't quite at the nail, but she was on that lane line. And Hannah Stokey made contact with her prior to her upward motion.
McMahon 65% from the free-throw line this season. Cuts down the first.
Jan Jensen imploring her team to box out.
6.7 seconds left. McMahon steps up, knocks them down. This is a big moment for the Iowa Hawkeyes, Christy. This season, it was games decided by 3 points or less. 1 in 5 in games decided by 5 points or fewer. Coach Jensen has talked about, this is my first time in this chair, in this role, learning throughout this process, and an opportunity here. They trailed by 1, 6.7 seconds left. How does this look?
Well, you know what? I love that last possession by Ohio State. And let's just dissect what happened on that end first, because they really put pressure on Iowa to stay clean defensively. And that's why I said it's got to be something downhill. It's got to be something in the hands of Taylor Deary or Cody McMahon. Cody got it, made the most of it, didn't make the shot, or that was disallowed, but she got herself to the free throw line. So you give yourself a chance when you put pressure like that on the rim. But Jan Jensen on the other end right here, she is organizing her squad in the huddle. And I know that she's going to come down here and try to do the same thing, right? Put pressure on Ohio State with some straight line drives to the rack. You're talking about 8 points. Iowa has a +4 advantage in that in this game, 28-24. Don't have a lot of time, but that's plenty of time. And I think it's going to be Hannah Stokey who gets this one. And Ebony Walker matched with her.
Timeout advances the basketball. No timeouts on either side. Both teams in the bonus. 6.7 seconds to go. A falter darting her way to the rim. Cody McMahon tries to corral it. She can't. There's 7/10 on the clock.
Yesenia Falter trying to come off of that screen at the elbow and getting downhill on that left side.
I'm going to take a look at possession here, possibly.
I'm wondering where the contact was on that particular possession offensively.
That play is under review along with the clocks.
Tanai Davis.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. Don't wait. Go to safelight.com and schedule now.
Great legends. Trying to walk her down, but trying to see how much time is left on the clock when the ball went out of bounds underneath and also possession.
1.5 seconds, perhaps.
The ball bounces inbounds under there. It's the second bounce that they are adjudicating at this moment. Looks like 0.7 is where it may remain. Take a look once again from this angle. Cody McMahon right there. It's off the inside of her leg, 0.7 seconds.
And it was originally called the Iowa block. We're sorting out that to confirm and sorting out the time.
Yeah, very clear. Ball on the ground, 0.7 on the clock.
Confirmed. It's Iowa basketball, and clocks are correct. 0.7.
What do you do in 0.7 seconds?
And you go for a lob. I would put everybody on the weak side lane line, set a screen, and bring somebody off the top of that and lob in. Or set a straight line across, and then lean in and pop somebody back and lob it up. It's got to be a quick one. You have enough time to catch and shoot. More than 0.3. It's got to be quick. Get a quick touch.
Coach Jensen trying to make it a field. 0.7 seconds left. Olsen is the inbounder. Olsen also is making conversation. Here she's ready to take it out. Lemmy guarding the inbounder. It's Stokey at the buzzer. And Ohio State will carry in the electrifying victory to the 7th.
All right, thank you, Grant. To Canada now, and the changing of the guard tonight. The ruling Liberal Party elected Mark Carney as its new leader and the country's prime minister. Carney is a political outsider, and he's never held political office. CBS News' Ed O'Keefe is in Ottawa tonight.
Late last week, he threatened punishing new tariffs on Canadian dairy and lumber.
Canada has been ripping us off for years on tariffs for lumber and for dairy products.
But today, President Trump's Commerce Secretary said those tariffs aren't happening yet.
You know the president's going to respond to it, but he's agreed not to respond until April 2nd.
The back and forth is infuriating Canadians.
Uncertainty cannot become the new certainty.
Francois-Philippe Champagne is the Canadian official negotiating with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick.
I think you've seen a side of Canadians that Americans have never seen. You know, these Canadians can bite, and you've seen it, and stand up. And for good reason, because we're standing up for what we believe is right.
His comments come as the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau today steps down, saying goodbye to his party and hitting back hard at Trump.
We will continue to be in a trade war that was launched by the United States for the foreseeable future. So Canadians should continue to buy Canadian, continue to stand up for each other.
Trudeau is being succeeded by Mark Carney, economist and former head of Canada's central bank, who's set to take power in the coming days and inherit a tariff war involving hundreds of billions of dollars in trade. It's angering people up north, Canada's ambassador to the U.S. said Sunday on Face the Nation.
They're getting a little bit frustrated with that kind of rhetoric. But more importantly, Canadians are frustrated with our neighbors, you know, the country that we feel closest to, the country that is in partners, allies.
For months, polls showed the opposition Conservative Party leading the ruling Liberals. But now, with the president's threatened tariffs and calls for Canada to become the 51st state, surveys suggest the Liberal Party and the new prime minister might be able to hold on to power. Ed O'Keefe, CBS News, Ottawa.
Zero math skills needed. File your Fed and state returns free with TurboTax. Pay $0 to file. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple form.
Did you feel it? An earthquake rattled eastern Ventura County this afternoon.
The USGS says that this 4.1 magnitude quake was felt pretty much all across the LA area. Let's go to Carlos Aceto. He's got more. He's in our news center tonight. Carlos?
We're Corinne. Thankfully, I didn't feel it, but a lot of people felt the shaking, and it did rattle some nerves across Southern California. Of course, it depends how close to the epicenter you were at the time of the quake. Take a look at the map here. The 4.1 earthquake happened just after 1 this afternoon. The quake occurred 7 miles north of Malibu, southwest of Westlake Village. That's where many residents reported feeling the shaking. It was followed by several aftershocks.
The jolt strong enough to spook this black cat off its tracks in Westlake Village Sunday afternoon. The magnitude 4.1 earthquake centered 7 miles northwest of Malibu, striking at 1:03 p.m. The trembler sent light shaking across Southern California, the strongest felt in parts of Malibu, Agoura Hills, and Thousand Oaks. In Westlake Village, residents reported feeling a roll and a shake lasting about 5 seconds. It was followed by several aftershocks.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, Clarissa the Glow Shields. Y'all not gonna believe what the hell happened to me. Y'all, I'm in the gym working out, and Johnny Blaze shows up, and she says, Clarissa, I want to release some anger. I want to get in the ring and box against you. I said, you got to be goddamn crazy. I said, okay, girl, go ahead and let your hands go. Y'all, Johnny was swinging hard as hell at me. She is putting all her might into these punches. Oh, my God, if that hook would have landed, who knows what would have happened. Johnny is trying to rough me up. She's punching me in the throat. She got her friend China with her recording the fight like we in the hood or some shit. Listen, y'all, Johnny got a good one too. Do not fuck with this girl. Oh, hit me all in my stomach. And you know why she just punched me? I was trying to block to let her get her anger out. And I said, you know what? Forget all that. I am tired of this girl hitting me. I started throwing some body shots on her. And Johnny was just squaring up. I gave her a couple face shots. Johnny got mad. You see how she's squaring up? Listen, ass jiggling everywhere while she getting ready. Look, she's putting her ass and everything behind these punches. She is punching at me. I said, you know what? I'm about to end this. I'm about to give her a good body shot and put her ass on the ground. And I put Johnny ass on her motherfucking ass. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, Clarissa the Glow Shields. Y'all not gonna believe what the hell happened to me. Y'all, I'm in the gym working out, and Johnny Blaze shows up, and she says, Clarissa, I want to release some anger.
Stop the cap. This is scared.
Magnitude 2.5 earthquake a minute later, and magnitude 3 and magnitude 2.8 aftershocks at 1:07 p.m. The initial quake strong enough to activate the shake alert system. The area near the epicenter has seen some seismic activity lately. Dr. Lucy Jones with Caltech.
This is a place where we've actually been seeing several magnitude 4s over the last year. The first one was in February of 24. I think February 9th. And then that was a 4.7. There was another 4.7 in September. And now this 4.1. There have also been several magnitude 3s again in the same general area. So it seems to be a spot that's popping off at this low level over the last year.
There were no immediate reports of damage or injuries following the shaking, but does the latest quake indicate a bigger one is on the way?
Having magnitude 4s isn't a problem for anybody, right? It doesn't, it causes a lot of shaking and maybe some fear, but not any damage. And that seems to be what we're seeing in the sequence over the last year. And I know you asked, what does it mean? And if we knew what it meant, we'd be in a whole different place than we are. At this point, what we can say is it means that we're having earthquakes in this area. And when you have a lot of earthquakes, you tend to have a lot of earthquakes.
Again, no reports of damage or injuries, just a few rattled nerves. This, of course, should serve as a reminder to everyone to be prepared for when the next big one does hit. Reporting live from the KTLA News Center, Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
All right.
Nigga kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his wife.
Shit, it's record. Time to go to work. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm just trying to be the eyes you can help. You. Why wouldn't you want to help me?
Special. But I'm there. That animosity, that not working together, that not binding together as a singular unit, and then taking y'all skill and presenting the world as a cohesive, unified bond, that is going to come back to bite y'all in your ass. Hey, Flint, cut the bro. Cut the bull. Cut the bull in, Flint. Don't ask me no questions about a mother thing. Hey, Flint, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking to. If y'all band together and work as a single unit, y'all all family. Y'all all family for real. Hey, dog face, you putting Flint, bitch. I don't give a. Hey, Flint, y'all need to. Hey, all the fans of Flint music, y'all need to get on the niggas. I want to see collaborations with all everybody. I found this on the web. I want to see collaborations. I want to see that animosity, grievances down. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. That's what I want. Right. Juice, you want to chime in? You want to take Boogie? What we at?
I mean, it's time out for every time we succeed with each other, then we got to fall out. We got to break that cycle. You feel me? It's enough money, it's enough clout and everything for everybody. You feel me? Ain't no reason to be falling out. Ain't no big eyes or little U's. It's teamwork. You feel me?
It's like it's always been though. Everybody be cool, get money. Some gonna get more than others. The buzz on this side gonna be bigger. And some people they get jealous. You know what I'm saying? But I know niggas want to compete, but all y'all niggas can eat together. It's other niggas out there y'all can compete against. Y'all ain't got to go against each other. It's enough money for everybody.
That is the conclusion. Y'all can stop recording right now if you're from Flint. Right? If you're pushing the Flint line, you can stop recording now. We're going on to bigger things. Hey, Boogie, what in the is going on with this situation, Boogie? What is this Tracy T cash doc?
It sounds like Tracy T sucker stroking.
Hey, Tracy T, you my baby. You a good nigga. You come from a long line of players.
That's that light skin shit, man.
Hey.
No, you gonna take this hey, Juice. You gonna take this, Juice. Juice. No.
I ain't gonna lie. It be something about them chocolate girls, but man, I don't know what she done did to him, but she did it.
But he got to tighten up though. He can't let what she did tarnish his gangster. You feel me? She got him acting out all on stage. She done went on with her life. You feel me? So he got to go on with his life. You feel me? He can't.
Hey, Juice, he got 2 kids by her, bro. They was married. Juice, he don't want to lose his thing.
Well, she gone. Now, once she done crossed over and chose somebody else, then he got to let it go. Now, before she did that, he supposed to fought for his marriage. You feel me? But now, once she done started courting with another individual, he got to let that go. It's gonna make him look real bad. You feel me? Like it's doing.
All right, YouTube family. So it's looking like the smoke is still getting turned up on this main music and tech beef. Now, as y'all already know, the Real Field TV, man, the Honey Mob had an interview with a guy by the name of Deezy. And in that interview, that guy had a lot to say about main music. Now, I'm sure that a lot of that get back to main music, and he has replied. He has responded to all three. He responded to Fredo Bang, he responded to Tech, and he responded to Deezy. Now, in that last video that I did, I seen a Real Park Hillier comment. Somebody said, bro, Cliff, you let this live play the whole time. Duh. What context do I have to add to the people that's speaking? The horse, it's coming out of the horse's mouth, bro. So that's going to be this type of situation this time. You know what I'm saying? If you need me to coach you through somebody's live video, go somewhere else. But with no further ado, YouTube family, let's get off into main music's response to all that chitter chatter.
When you get more detailed about your religion other than being celibate, then talk to me. Because right now you're giving Jasmine celibate. You just need me bad, don't you? You need me bad as RD. Bad, so they play your thing. You need me bad, you can take it, man. You just want to be. I ain't gonna do it, bro. But for real though, bro, y'all niggas, man, tighten up, Luke. I don't know what I would do, though. That's crazy. They trying to make me be. Come on, cuz you know you can't do that. That's like bullying that all the time. You're bullying me, dude. You trying to make me do something I ain't never agreed to do. Now I got some songs from my big man, the big man 77. Yeah, man, we ain't never agree on that. That's crazy, man. I'm telling you, come shoot the video, but I had a video to shoot that day. So you talking about you can't in that rack and nigga ain't, yeah, man, come on, man. When you ever did that and we ain't, yeah. I told you I had a video to shoot with the girl. I said, man, them girls drove away from Atlanta, wow. That was it. I don't know what a hissy fits and come from, stomping the feet, running out the room and all that. Come on, man. You don't be having time for that, man. Real talk. Real time. You know, I ain't with that, cuz. I can't do that. We can't do that. That's giving B2K little feels like a mother. Yeah. I want to add you, but it ain't go. That ain't right. That ain't for TV, cuz. Fucking TV, man. We rappers. We entertain. This is what we do. We entertain on the wing finna bang, 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 shoot them up, twisted finger, gang, gang. No, man. It's how Rico's brew. I keep telling you to change your number, man. Got them niggas, man. I don't know what them people got brewing, man. Dude been out all this time. You gonna get me like that. Now go work for this kid, they go work for that conviction. I ain't finna be doing just going do no shit that go straight to them, to the graveyard or to the cops again. Man, y'all got me up. Y'all cheating me out life. So all y'all wouldn't living y'all life? Come on, man, let me do me, man. And like I breaking traffic right now, big motion, 10 million holding. But look though, on everything, man, I don't be doing it. I'm training paintball with my little boy. I gotta show you his aim game too with the 6'2". He get on one knee and pop just like me, nigga. Well, I gotta show you that bitch here, guy. That little bitch got a nice hand, you hear me? Real tough. Look at all this music. You know what my engineer told me? Man, take a break. Go watch Goodfellas, Raising Kanan, Caillou, Dragon Ball Z. I don't give. Go watch something, man. You got 290 songs since I've been home, and ain't the ones I released. See, I go in there dinner time, baby. And you see, I do it right now and not even trying. So all I'm trying to tell you is get back focused, cuz dude is y'all deviating from y'all thing. Y'all supposed to be promoting right now on tour like on DC Young Fly and them chain line. Once they take the cuss out, music gone. Yeah, I still got all them shows on hold. Somebody told the cops, Susan, see what I'm saying? I can't beat y'all. I forgot about that. Tell my fans why man can't do no shows. Cause somebody snuck and told the cops that hey, he's going out of town. Swear to God, hey, come from up under that house, dog. They got us. That's just like that. They catch him and he holler, hey, Mizzy, come from up under that house, bro. They got us. What the?
Like I said up there, you understand me, and said it's getting real muy caliente. You know what I'm saying? Between Main Music and that boy Tech. Now, Main Music just made some crazy allegations right there. You know what I'm saying? He just let the world know that it's alleged that one time they sat up there and got apprehended by the Johnnies. The Janithis pulled up on them, the laws, the cops. And Main Music, he said he got away. But that boy Tech, he got caught. Y'all know Tech light skin, he glow in the dark. Now he said when the Janithis put the handcuffs on Tech, Tech sat up there and yelped, hey, Meezy, they got us, man. They got us. Meezy, they got us, man. So, hey, bro, like I say, a lot going on behind the scenes. This is personal stuff that's coming to the forefront now, stuff that we probably shouldn't even be knowing about. But let's just go ahead and get off into what else that boy Main Music had to say.
They got who? Come on, man. That's what I be saying. Aid and assist the cops. ATF, U.S. Marshal, Alphabet Boys, Eternal Affairs, whatever you call them. Men in black, men in blue. Nothing but me. Easy don't do, man. I don't rock like that. I'm finna cut my hair. I go back to the sticker. It can share what feel is. 4-inch with the 50. All the glisten. The haircut come with the rifle. Nah, nigga won't bleed. This is a calm, cool collective. I changed my diet. I've grew mentally. I can talk better than half of the verse, and y'all know it. Y'all know. I am the smartest nigga in the room at all times. What I told you. Man, I just told him that. I'm like, dude, bitch, look at my phone. Let me show you something what Mr. Martinez say. You better not play with him with no drug test. You heard me? So why nigga want to say that? Every day, man. The thing is, I'm vibrating now on a whole nother frequency. So all these other vibrations that ain't on this wave, you know how when you turn the radio, you can't get 94 all the way. You heard me? You gotta get the right station, cuz. Go get your right station. Catch up, bitch. I ain't on that no more. Real talk. And a nigga ain't finna kill me for some other niggas. Y'all got me afraid. I ain't going. Oh, I'ma mind my own. That's why I just told you swerve ain't. I don't play. I got some other shit to tend to, bitch. And if you a gangster, you supposed to be worrying about tending to that. Ain't no way you got time for me. How? Bitch, you better get on the front line. It's time to pull some plugs. Go broke on a nigga or something. Don't look cool. Like my OGs go blues me if I indulge in a war and I got one Roman pending like out of town. You know when you go out the country, how your phone roam? That's how my other warrior. That bitch just roaming, yeah. That's all, man. I ain't never been no hater, bro. I will everybody to rap from Louisiana to make it. Elevated, I done levitated to greatness. I'm not bothered by your dissing. You just in your feelings. You see what I'm saying? Fuck, I look like a hater. I'm the nigga you don't have to worry about hating. I'm too talented. Let's just say that. What that tells you. I'm too talented to hate. I don't need the gimmicks. I don't need nothing, man. You know that shit, man. Hey, everything I don't know, he know. And everything he don't know, I know. What y'all talk about. All that other shit ain't nothing. It ain't nothing but a dick suit. Shit ain't nothing. Fuck about that, man. I don't like that shit because I told Fi don't let that shit get like that. Now, y'all let these people put their own spin, Beyblade twist on this shit. Let's go. You get yo, Pokey-Yo, or whatever the hell got y'all. Man, I ain't with that. I mean, man, I gotta go to church in the morning. Get what pastor go say.
I think that's the attack mode that I think Andre Palante is going to have. Or see Michael, he has that same mindset. And really, if you're going to be able to pitch deeper in the ballgame, saving that bullpen for a day, maybe right before an off day, you get 2 days out of it.
Jazz takes high, 1 ball, no strikes. Good heater from Andre Palante, 1-0 the count.
And that's what you're going to have to try to create. I think this starting staff has that ability to pitch deeper in ball games. Yes, you have to pick your spots if you're Ali Marmol. Can't go deep with everyone every single time. Those innings mount, and that's talked about.
Volpe was leaning, but the pickoff throw was high, so he's still safely aboard with a 1-0 count.
Well, again, Chip, there it is. I mean, changing different ways. See Contreras at first base, but you have to be able to keep those runners close. And let's see what Herrera has if Volpe doesn't go.
What's this play like potentially for a first baseman? Running at your right-hand baseman, it'll hit a runner.
Yeah, and I think this is getting off the base and being under control where you're in a good defensive position and you're not getting so far off the bag where you're out of position when the ball is in the strike zone.
And you see what Chisholm's trying to do. He's trying to hook that ball right at the first base bag.
Listen, Tony Gwynn, the great Tony Gwynn, the late Tony Gwynn, used to do this all the time. It was a move where you're holding that runner. I'm going to put pressure on that second baseman. Nolan Gorman is in the hole just a little bit, but most second basemen like to stand in that same spot. And it's an access to it for a free hit, in my opinion, if you can handle the bat.
Two balls and a strike.
Whoa.
And second disengagement now for Palante, I believe.
You anticipate Volpe being very aggressive in this situation the next pitch or so.
Very short lead. He bounces off, then gets a running start. Chisholm hits it a mile to the right. And that one's not coming back. Very short lead. He bounces off, then gets a running start. Chisholm hits it a mile to the right. And that one's not coming back. Is Chisholm.
Dove Men's Micro Moisture Technology leaves your skin feeling nourished.
Before I get on out of here for the day, I want to bring up one more topic before we get to your tweets. The WNBA players have opted out of their current collective bargaining agreement and face the prospect of a work stoppage if they don't reach a new deal before the end of the season. The move comes as the league recently entered into an historic 11-year media rights deal with Disney, Amazon Prime, and NBC for $200 million a year. The players also cited higher television ratings, attendance figures, and franchise values. Stop right there. Stop right there. The players are absolutely right. They only get 10% of basketball-related income compared to the 50% that the NBA players get. Players citing higher television ratings, attendance figures, franchise values as the reason for opting out. Now, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. What have I been saying? I said Caitlin Clark, rising tide lifts all boats. As much as her presence was maximized by the WNBA, you players could have done more to assist it. I just spoke about Sue Bird over a week ago, and everybody talking about other WNBA players not being appreciated. Nobody insulted them. Nobody dismissed their contribution. We were simply saying, despite
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait. Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL. What does that mean? Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait. Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL. What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody. I agree. Everybody. I agree with that. But we got to get paid the consequences. Y'all got to deal with something. But the women coming in, not this year, but next year. Yeah. The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. Mm-hmm. The ones that the year after, they're going to get more. They're probably going to be making more than us. They are. They are. Yeah. I've been in them.
Something. What happened to it?
To Yankees Spring Training Baseball presented by Montefiore Einstein. It's the Yankees against the visiting Blue Jays at George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, Florida. Fight again. We'll talk more about that and much more with Jeff Nelson and Justin Field in Tampa. Bob Lorenz, Jeff Nelson, Justin Shackle with you tonight. And as we get set for this game, some of the stars, Nelly, not there for Toronto. That's not a surprise as they are the traveling team. But the question is, who are the Blue Jays this year in the East?
Their starting rotation is really good. And even adding Scherzer, it makes them even better. Their bullpen was not great. They were 29th in Major League Baseball. But offensively, they got to figure out how to manufacture runs. Bichette had some time off. He spent some time on the IL last year. You have Guerrero.
The Jays brought to you by Sandals, made of Caribbean. It begins with Will Wagner, followed by Dalton Varsho, DHing. So far, a couple of homers. Last year, a 10-9 record, 4.31 ERA. Let's check out the Hyundai pitcher scouting report on Stroman.
Well, let's get ahead. He's got to get ahead. If he's not getting ahead, he doesn't have the stuff in the fastball anymore to be able to put it over the middle of the plate and get away with it. Got training. You see how he goes about his business. Let's see what he's all about. I mean, he's got the fifth starter role now that Heel is on the IL.
So we'll see what Stroman has in his third start of the spring. We take a look at the Yankees defense behind him. It'll be Smith, Bellinger leading off tonight. We'll talk more about that as well. First pitch coming up to Will Wagner, and Stroman in with a strike. That's right. And this noise started happening in the offseason, in the hot stove season, when his name got brought up as a trade possibility. Rumors were always just simmering out there.
Well, I really struggled when you're out there in the winter and you're hearing your name or you're going to go somewhere. It kind of, he definitely took it to heart. Showed up a couple days late. You know, you've seen some workout videos.
Grab ball, second base. Vivas on the first, one away.
Him hiking his pants station.
Dalton Varsho is the DH. Had some rotator cuff surgery last September. So coming back, doing a lot of DHing so far this spring. Varsho lifting that one out to right field. Judge is over, 2 away.
Maybe he opens up a spot that he might be able to make the team golden.
When you can set up reliable Spectrum internet in minutes, you can feel at home in minutes. You're not home until you're connected. Get Spectrum.
You have monster, bro. Hey, man. See you on that Texas.
Why you saying my name on YouTube?
Because you on YouTube. What you mean?
Right. See what just happened to Whack and Loose, though, right?
Yeah, nothing.
So look, I'm going to tell you, look at this goof ass big cheese in me.
It's funny to me. It's funny to me, bro. This is funny to me in real life. Now one of y'all on either side. So it's funny to me.
You don't even know Whack, dude.
Okay. I don't know him.
Where you at?
Austin, Texas. 78753. On my way to 78721. 22-4. This is where I'm going to go lay my head.
That's where you live at?
That's where I stay every day after week. 78721. Austin, Texas.
That's a goof. Bro, why would you? I ain't even asked you that.
I'm just saying, it's already out there. You know how many times I've been doxxed? I've been doxxed on this internet 1,000 times.
I don't even know what dox means.
Dox means pull up all your information and put it all over the internet.
So you want to have a problem with me or something?
I don't even know you to have a problem with you. I'm trying to understand why you got a problem all of a sudden? Because we don't know each other. So what is the problem?
Your homie said when they saw me, they would beat me and rob me. They said they were going to do an interview with my mama, a whole bunch of other. And when I seen them, we had Dracos, 40s, and Wack made Loose stand behind him. They didn't record me until they told us. Send you some video. I'm gonna send you some videos.
Yeah.
Luke's gonna pay me $5,000. He's gonna pay me $5,000 to come on this motherfucking show. But I'm gonna tell you, just like I told everybody, to you niggas, I'm getting away from really helping my community and bringing women and children. Last year, I brought home 17 women that was missing and 4 children. I am not playing. So from now on, bro, I with you though. You answered the phone. You made it clear. I can tell you not, type like that. But I don't want to be getting into it with nobody that's bullying.
Right.
But I'm gonna say this, bro. Leave me alone, gang.
Right.
I got a cult following, bro.
Right.
My fan base is 77% female. So if anybody who make a video with me, they in there getting at everybody.
Right.
But the problem is though, bro, my homies is killers. My job is to manage serial killers.
Yeah, we all got killer homies, bro. But you gotta understand, you on the internet.
Listen, folks.
You asked for this.
I haven't said nothing back and loose in months because that shit beneath.
Oh, well, I'm not talking about that specifically. I don't know what's going on with that.
I'm an insane GD, bro.
Right.
It's in our laws, in our literature. If somebody disrespects us, they have to suffer violence.
Right.
And the problem is content creation and niggas in the streets who don't have YouTube don't understand the difference.
Right.
So I'm not gonna fall into a situation where he has to defend himself and his family.
Right.
Over something that he thought the internet.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm never gonna address Wag and Loose and none of them again. I'm gonna send you some videos so you can see like what's really going on, but I'm not gonna mention you. Please don't mention me because as soon as you made the video, the people that pop Austin calling me talking about they want to set some shit up. But then somebody just reached out and tapped somebody and they said we're gonna tell T Money we're gonna take the video down. I say no, because y'all not gonna tell T Money and y'all not gonna take down because y'all niggas want to get y'all content.
Right.
But from now on though, bro, I promise you, bro, it's just gonna be extreme violence because it's people who depend on us for actual hope, bro. I didn't heard thousands of hours of women being tortured, confronting their family members. Then that's violence against women and kids or nothing. And I asked Black and Loose to come help me in this, and they turned it down.
Right.
I will never respond to any more of this shit. I'm not faking for the internet. I'm not a content creator.
Right.
I understand what you're doing, but
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check first that you bought seats in the right section. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
2 teams still standing are the top 2 seeds. Regular season champion TCU, number 2 seed Baylor, set to go at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. In the green, and we are ready to go here in Kansas City. Opening tip controlled by TCU.
Eric, expect player to player from Baylor. They want to try to keep the ball out of Haley Van Lith's hands and make others score.
Donovan Hunter gets the first shot and the first basket. Is now in the starting lineup for the Bears, and you can see right away Aaronette Vonleh on the inside, picking up where she left off yesterday against Oklahoma State.
Allows Haley Van Lith to play off ball, and Hunter's found her stroke from deep as well.
Baylor desperately trying to find their stroke. Abraham on the putback. Ivanovic back into the game, played a ton last year, was a starter for that shorthanded TCU team, now in reserve. Well, she started the game with a corner 3. Now from the opposite corner, Donovan Hunter hits from 3 again. He tell about the impact of this matchup between the top 2 seeds in the Big 12 tournament, TCU and Baylor. Sedona Prince threads the needle, finds Donovan Hunter, who has 8.
The one who's able to score.
Kicked out to Connor. She's got another open look for 3. That's a breakdown for Baylor. Beautifully done inside. Work down low. Well done by Andrews. Working with Abraham. Vonleh and Fauntleroy both out there, of course, to start the half, and they looked at Vonleh right away out of the locker room. This is going to be key for Baylor.
Have 20 minutes left to compete. That includes slowing down on the offensive end. We've got to be able to move.
They're going to give it to Andrews. 18 of 19 from the free throw line. 1 of 2, one possession game, and a timeout called by Baylor. 9.2 on the clock. Here is Andrews, their top three-point shooter. Out to Vonleh. Vonleh will launch the three. Off the iron, no good. Mmtv with the rebound, and she is fouled with 1 second left. Baylor is out of timeouts, even if both these don't go down. Mmtv gets one. Perfect at the line. Andrews will throw it up at the buzzer. Add another chapter to a remarkable story. From last place 2 years ago to Big 12 tournament champions.
Explaining complex topics can be challenging. Highlight the text you want to simplify and let Grammarly rewrite it. Grammarly makes your message clear so it's understood.
Mind heavy. I wasn't really planning on reacting to it, but then once he said that, it got the homie White, the homie YBG Gordy, Young Barry Gordy, man, from about the hundreds that was recently popping on No Jumper last year. I got about 4 minutes into like his 10-minute video, and I'm like, and he said something about grateful. And Jeter came to my mind heavy. I wasn't really planning on reacting to it, but then once he said that, it got deep, it got real. He had a real transparent moment. Shout out to the homie, man. Keep your head up. Everything gonna see all right. But let's get into this reaction, man, to the homie Young Barry Gordy.
Trying to get myself together, man. So this is day in the life and the struggle of YBG. Because under my smile is a lot of pain. And I feel like my truth would speak volumes to a lot of others.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of times when people go to the internet and talk their deep personal stuff, it often comes across to me as like, why? And they should have not. But I ain't gonna lie, my mama, for some reason, cause this shit just seems like it was appropriate. Like whatever he going through, the fact that he talking to this camera and venting, it don't seem like no clout chase whatsoever. The homie really seemed like he pouring out his soul on my mama.
So I'm glad that I'm here at the laundromat with my belongings. That's my stuff. 1 pair of shoes, 2 pair of shoes. Got shoes on my feet, my outfit I got on. Clean tank top, brand new fresh outfit. My regular clothes, I just don't work out in or whatever. And shit. Yeah. It's about 5 a.m. I'm in Long Beach, California. I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but shit, since I got shot, shit, I've been homeless. Like, when I got discharged, I had nowhere to go. Shout out to Iffin, shout out to Iffin Man from the hood. On the dead homie, because if it wasn't for Cub, the nigga wouldn't have had nowhere to go shit from when I got out. I need to make sure I had a whip.
Oh, my mama is crazy, man. This shit touched me a lot because when I met Cuz, I think it's before they started doing those statements. But I guess he had been up at No Jumper. He had just started being up there. And whether I had seen him or not, it came up, I ain't know him. We was in Compton, in the trenches, in one of the most gutterish, janky dispensaries in the city. And like, what up, SPI? And like, before you go in, they really You get your little issue, they got like a little waiting room. That's why it's janky, because they buzz you in that thing. Bam, you trapped in there. Then you got to get buzzed into where the greenery at. And in between where the greenery at and the parking lot, it's like a little janky area where you be trapped in there. Be a gang of niggas in there just lined up around the wall. That 24 hours. So just you see how grimy cuz look, he big black nigga in there. You know best we are. Like, whatever. He like, I'm on my way to no jumper. Do this baby. I'm like, whoa. The next thing you know, within a matter of a week or two, we was seeing each other up there at no jumper on a regular basis. And that was just about a year ago, maybe a little less. Never seen this coming. My nigga was always Dougie in good spirits. Man, prayers out to the homie on my mama.
They all, you feel me, make sure I had the truck. Because I was staying in San Diego before I got shot. So when I got shot, I kind of got stuck out here. And I just been stuck out here ever since. So, me getting to this point just allowed me to bring y'all on the journey with me. You feel me? To where nigga going, like, you know? And right now,
I really hate dying. Always. Every time you die, humanity moves forward. But this Nikki's special.
He's gonna be dead in 10 minutes.
Nikki 17, now playing rated R.
I am what I am, I followed the plan, man. I got the whole world in my hand. I'm in demand, they say I'm the man. If given the chance, I gotta expand. If opportunity knocks, I'ma take it. I swear I've been patient.
kind of just, just embracing the struggle, man. It's a beautiful struggle because I understand where I'm going and what it takes to get there, but I got kids, bro.
And it's sad not just to see him break down like this, but I think it's obvious. Homie, like on one. Now, just falling down on your luck and becoming homeless is one thing. But if substance abuse is playing a part and you finding yourself in this condition, it just takes it to another level and layer of sad. And just the way he look, I'm suspicious that might be the scenario. I've been around for quite some time. And if I'm wrong, I humbly, thoroughly, sincerely apologize. But it looked like, yeah, he might be going through it on more than one level, man, on my mama.
I got a kid, bro, and I don't got nowhere to go, bro. I don't got nowhere to go, so how the fuck?
It made me wonder, if he have a child, how could he not have nowhere to go? Maybe the woman is in another committed relationship with another man. But it also made me wonder, like, it seemed like him and Brick was real tight. Like, Brick popped it a lot about, you can't see him unless you see Gordy, doing a lot. And from, public perception, it seemed like Brick is doing well in general. I think they either call themselves brothers or cousins at times. I could be wrong about that, but they did represent their relationship as quite close. And the only way I could imagine him being in this position, with Brick being in the position that we assume that he's in, would have to be if the homie was like needing to get himself clean. You feel me? Because usually niggas will do anything for you, but when you find yourself in that position, niggas be limited because you never know what to expect when somebody is at their wits' end on that level. You feel me?
I can take care of my kids, my everyday, everything that I do, from recording to getting content to just everything. They don't got no car right now. They don't got nowhere to go right now. So nigga really just out here, but every day I keep a smile on my fucking face. I keep pushing. I would have dead homies, I don't complain. And God just leads me to where I gotta go. Every day, off the favor of God, I be having somewhere to stay, somewhere to go, off the favor of God. But sometimes when niggas be outside, and a nigga will get distracted by having a good time, you know what I'm saying? But once the good time is over, and, I'm with whoever I'm with.
To me, that's another indicator. There's other issues going on other than just finances. Because if you are doing so bad that you homeless and you still can get distracted by a good time, and that good time must be induced by, some other kind of chemicals, intoxicants or something. It's not enough alcohol and weed to make you forget that you homeless, homie. Oh, my mama. Pray for the homie, cuz.
Time. Because like I said, I don't got my car. I totaled my car, a month ago? Maybe 2 months ago. So, I just really been in a fucked up space, bro. You feel me? But like I said, it's not about where I'm at. It's about where I'm going. Understanding where I'm going helps me. Understanding where I'm going helps me really fucking deal with. It helps. It helps. I'm conditioned to deal with this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, it helps. It helps me just fully like, okay, me getting shot up, going through what I went through with that, and me being in a position where I could have been dead.
If I ain't mistaken, the homie got shot like a couple times in a matter of a few months too. But I know it's not like bullets hit you, ooh, your finances fall off because of the actual physical impact of the bullets. It seemed like once he got shot, people must have turned their back on him, whoever he was relying upon. Damn.
Literally dead and gone, away from my kids, not being able to do nothing. My gratitude is so fucking high, bro.
Bless your heart, homie. That was the word that really, when he said, when his son keep breaking down at his worst, ain't got nothing to celebrate, homie. That's what Jeter is all about. Right now, my nigga, at your worst, homie, people would curse God and curse positivity, my nigga, and you still expressing gratitude, homie. The creator got something for you, man. It's gonna get better. Jeter, gratitude is the attitude even when your heart broke. That's what I be trying to say, y'all. Not just be, oh, yeah, Jeter when shit is good. But when it's at your worst, man, this nigga still got the courage to give thanks and give praise. Salute to the homie, man. It's gonna be all right, Gary. I mean, Gordy. On my mama, it's gonna get greater.
Welcome to Steve.
But guess what? Instead of me covering up and masking it up, I'd rather just document the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Document. Rest in peace, young Flo from Lantana, man. West Side Compton. He was diagnosed with leukemia. And it was a point in his life where the doctor gave him 6 months to live. I knew he had leukemia, but he didn't let me know that he only had 6 months, according to the doctor. He stretched that 6 months out to like 18 months. But I can recall that last 18 months of his life, he was posting clips on the internet every day, and he was calling it documents. When he just said, I'm just going to document it, just remind me of my nigga David Blow, Young Flo. Rest in peace, Keyway.
I just got my YouTube back. You feel me? So this is the day in the life and the struggle of YBG.
Okay, I get it. I get it. This is his sack. He's back against the wall. He up against it. YouTube is his sack, and he launching his journey. This is how he going. Okay, I get it. I get it. All right, you got to post your Cash App, Gordy. I got something for you, Keyway.
You feel me? And they're like, they don't understand what's going on. Cause I keep it pimping, like, you know, regardless. You know, no matter what the fact, I just pimp through it. Still, no matter what the fact is, like, you feel me? I just had a moment where this shit just kind of hit a little hard for a nigga, like, you feel me? Nigga ain't never like, you know, nigga only human, so you feel me? Nigga only take so much, but you know, nigga strong at the end of the day. But like I said, nigga only take so much, bro. You feel me? So, yep, that's where I'm at. I'm at the fucking laundromat. I don't even know if it's 24 hours, but it's like 5 in the morning now, so it really don't even matter. Nigga hungry as fuck. Do I got a bitch? Hell no. Clearly no. Nigga. Hell no, I don't got no bitch. I don't got really no family that I can just go stay at. I have no couch I can go lay at. None of that. So understand?
That's what I don't get. And I know it happens, man. Knock on wood, Jeter, but not a couch, nobody. That part I don't get. I don't know the homie that well. But to be that alone in a world full of people, in a city full of people, to be from a set, a section, a situation, to claim to have a community of comrades at a time like this to have absolutely nowhere to go means you really, really don't have nobody when you thought you did. Or the reason why you're in this position is because the decisions you made and people just are not comfortable allowing you to play them that close at this point in your life based on your condition and the reason why they assume you've gotten into that condition. And I'm saying that as an assumption. Just looking at it from the outside, looking at it in, it appears to be other issues other than just being down on your luck with your change. On my mama, the homie just said he keep it pimping, but he ain't got no bitch. Usually when you keep it pimping and you ain't got no bitch, before you go to the internet and vent, you go bust something. You gonna keep it pimping. Like you said, you gonna go bust something, start from scratch and get with it. But I don't know. The homie, I don't know. We're just trying to follow figure and be empathetic, man.
This run I'm gonna go on is serious, nigga. It's personal, nigga. Nigga, it's for my kids, nigga. I'm the dead homies, nigga. It's for my kids, nigga. Shit personal. You feel me? So, my bad, you don't mean to get emotional. I never do, really. And that's probably why, nigga, I just let that shit out sometimes. Nigga only human. You know, I'm only a man, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, let it out. I'd rather deal with it in my truth. You feel me? Then keep covering it up and masking it and making everything look like it's all good, but it's really not. You feel me? But there's people right here now, so I gotta carry my shit up the street. Shit, I wish I could really document this shit. I need my cameraman to dinner. I'm about to wait for my cameraman to pass what I'm finna do and see if he can come document this shit. Literally, nigga, whatever I'm finna do, he gotta do this shit with me, and we gonna thug it out. I can better go viral, and we gonna just go up from that. Like, shit, you know? Everybody, motherfucker, look, wait, let me tell you what nigga said to me today. It's crazy. I almost blew my mind. I'm in the car with AOF and Nino, and the nigga, we rolled out the window, little homie from Six Deuce. He like, hey, Gordy, nigga, you rich, like, nigga, you up, nigga, you rich, nigga, you don't know jumper, nigga, all that, nigga. I know you got it. I'm finna, I need somebody, I need to send, like, cash. I need, like, 2,000 on cash, like, I need 2,000 cash. If I cash app it to you, can you give me 2,000 cash? I'm like, shit, hell no. Like, I've been in my mind, I'm like, that nigga just said, nigga, you be on no jumper and all that, nigga, you owe. That's what I'm saying, like, my energy screams that, but in all reality, this is my reality. You feel me? Nigga hardly is a motherfucker right now. Nigga with like $25 on my EBT, bitch. Like, you feel me? So.
Don't get angry.
Get on, Jared. Nah. You ain't got no business being hungry. You're hungry than a mother with 25 on the EBT. Go get you something, bro. Go get you something to eat, man. Look, get that shit off your gut. Get that cheat up off of you, bro. That's kind of like a telltale sign, 5 in the morning, starving, and you got $25, or whether it's EBT or cash. You ain't got no business being starving, man. Go eat something. East side.
I'm homeless and homeless, bitch. But watch how I shake back on that bitch, though. Like, But I gotta grab my stuff, can't be on the phone too long. I'm about to come here, figure it out, shit. My BG for the big old fee, bitch. Yeah, remember that, though. Like, you should have brought it to me now, bitch. Like, 'cause, I'm down and out, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Make the bitch stay down for the crown because, like, the crown shall shine on my head. You know what I'm saying? It's about who can stay down and, help me get that crown. That's gonna shine on my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? And make sure I stay fed around this motherfucker. But, it's a lonely journey, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just accepting anything. That's why I could be deep. I could be having everything I want, doing all this shit, but I just stand on business, bro. And I keep it solid and genuine, pure-hearted all the way across the board. You feel me? So, hey, if a nigga don't see it and can't respect it, I don't know what to tell him, nigga. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, it's YBG for big old fee, man. I'm finna figure it out.
I don't know how long he's been in that condition. He didn't say. And I don't know how long he will remain in that condition, but he did say he was in the car with somebody today. I couldn't imagine riding around with somebody, treating him like a homie or a friend, and then having to part ways and having to go nowhere to go, and them going somewhere into comfort and not at least offering me that automobile to rest in. I don't believe I would be occupying that vehicle no more again. Something he said. He said he ain't never really gotten his feelings out here. And that made me think of this song, Count on You, because in the hood, a nigga up out of his section, as a matter of fact, Bino, they were out the same area. Say, I ain't never jumped in my feelings out here for real. Count on You.
Tupac, my generation, Pac was highly intelligent. But in our culture, street culture, especially his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, what we're trying to solve involved?
Yeah. Family broken, so I stand with my niggas. Showed up to every shootout, but I ran for my feelings. Time for those, I got a plan to get millions. If I don't agree, I see you back in the buildings. That's why I never let y'all act like a victim. That's why I never let y'all kill my ambition. You are built for the mission.
Chase the Northern Lights by train. Travel with a rail pass and remember this winter forever.
How are you? Very good. Wow, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Any questions?
On Russia, have you made a final decision about what sanctions or tariffs you might impose on Russia and when that might be?
We're looking at a lot of things. We have big meetings coming up, as you know, in Saudi Arabia. That's going to include Russia. It'll be Ukraine. We'll see if we can get something done. I'd like to get something done. A lot of people died this week, as you know, in Ukraine. Not only Ukrainians, but Russians. So I think everybody wants to see it get done. We're going to make a lot of progress, I believe, this week.
Is President Putin disrespecting you by attacking Ukraine when you try to
Who?
Is President Putin disrespecting you by attacking Ukraine? You're trying to make peace there.
What did he do?
Well, he's attacking Ukraine.
Is he disrespecting me?
Yeah.
Who are you with?
I'm Michael Burnell from Washington Post.
You've lost a lot of credibility. Go ahead. What else?
Americans who have seen their retirement accounts fall in recent day are getting very nervous about these tariff conversations.
Oh, I think the tariffs are going to be the greatest thing we've ever done as a country. It's going to make our country rich again. We have many companies, as you know, auto companies are opening up plants now. We've had 4 or 5 announced already, but many more are coming. And we're basically going to take back the money, a lot of the money that we've given away over many decades. We've lost our jobs, we've lost our factories. We've lost 90,000 factories since the beginning of NAFTA. It's not that long ago. 90,000 factories, think of that. And we're going to get them back. And they're coming back, and they're coming back in records. Look at what happened with the big chip company, the biggest in the world. By far the most powerful chip company in the world, from Taiwan. And they're going in with $200 billion of money, and they're going to build something that's going to give us 35-40% of the chip market in one company. No, it's going to bring it back, and I think it's going to make us bring us to a level that we've never had before.
Is there going to be a government shutdown? Many of your supporters are concerned about conservative, that your supporters are attacking SCOTUS Justice, Amy Coney Barrett. You put her on the bench. They're saying she's a DEI hire. Do you regret putting her on the bench?
Look, she's a very good woman. She's very smart, and I don't know about people attacking her. I really don't know. I think she's a very good woman. She's very smart.
Is there going to be a government shutdown at the end of this week?
Could happen. I mean, the Democrats want that. They want to destroy the country. So I can't tell you, but it could happen. It shouldn't have happened, and it probably won't. I think the CR is going to get passed. We'll see, but it could happen. You never know. The Democrats are out of control. You saw that the other night during the speech when they wouldn't stand up for 2 of the young ladies were killed by illegal aliens, one with the cancer, the young man with the cancer, and all you want to do is stand up and applaud the man and the boy, the young boy. And nobody's ever seen anything like that. They're out of control. They've lost their minds.
Mr. President, are you alarmed by escalatory rhetoric from the Chinese response to your tariffs and very kind to Xi Jinping about trade?
No, they took that rhetoric back, as you know. They were very tough, and I said, whoa, what's that all about? That rhetoric was taken back. You know that, right?
My question to you is...
I mean, but if you know that, why would you ask that question?
Are you planning to meet with Xi Jinping anytime?
Yeah, at some point I will. I have a very good relationship with President Xi. Very good. And at some point I'll be meeting with him.
Sir, do you think there's going to be a deal on TikTok soon?
There could be. We're dealing with 4 different groups, and a lot of people want it, and it's up to me. So there could be.
Who are you leaning towards?
All 4 are good.
Elon said there's no feud between your cabinet members and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You had dinner with Musk and Secretary of State. Our tensions are high between your cabinet and Mr. Musk. How are you going to simmer down tensions? Does Mr. Musk need to back off?
Well, I don't think the tensions are high. Look, Elon's a very special person, and these cabinet people are special people. You know, these are very successful people, or they wouldn't have gotten, they've attained the highest heights of government. And I think they have fantastic relations.
0 math skills needed. File your Fed and state returns free with TurboTax. Pay $0 to file. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only.
Many of your supporters are concerned about conservative, that your supporters are attacking SCOTUS Justice, Amy Coney Barrett. You put her on the bench. They're saying she's a DEI hire. Do you regret putting her on the bench?
Look, she's a very good woman. She's very smart. And I don't know about people attacking her. I really don't know. I think she's a very good woman. She's very smart.
Is there going to be a government shutdown at the end of this week?
Could happen. I mean, the Democrats want that. They want to destroy the country. So I can't tell you, but it could happen. It shouldn't have happened, and It probably won't. I think the CR is going to get passed. We'll see, but it could happen. You never know. The Democrats are out of control. You saw that the other night during the speech when they wouldn't stand up for two of the young ladies were killed by illegal aliens. One with the cancer, the young man with the cancer, and all you want to do is stand up and applaud the man and the boy, the young boy, and nobody's ever seen anything like that. They're out of control. They've lost their minds. Buddy, how are you? Very good. Wow, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Any questions?
Sir, so on Russia, have you made a final decision about what sanctions or tariffs you might impose on Russia and when that might be?
We're looking at a lot of things. We have big meetings coming up, as you know, in Saudi Arabia. That's going to include Russia. It'll be Ukraine. We'll see if we can get something done. I'd like to get something done. A lot of people died this week, as you know, in Ukraine. Not only Ukrainians, but Russians. So I think everybody wants to see it get done. We're going to make a lot of progress, I believe, this week.
President Putin disrespecting you by attacking Ukraine? When you try to
Who?
President Putin disrespecting you by attacking Ukraine?
What did he do?
Well, he's attacking Ukraine.
Is he disrespecting me?
Yeah.
Who are you with?
I'm Michael Burnell from Washington.
You've lost a lot of credibility. Go ahead. What else?
President, what do you say to Americans who have seen their retirement accounts fall in recent day and are very nervous about these tariff conversations?
Oh, I think the tariffs are going to be the greatest thing we've ever done as a country. It's going to make our country rich again. We have many companies, as you know, auto companies are opening up plants now. We've had 4 or 5 announced already, but many more are coming. And we're basically going to take back the money, a lot of the money that we've given away over many decades. We've lost our jobs, we've lost our factories.
Working in law enforcement and in juvenile detention centers, I got to see the back end of it.
We've lost 90,000 factories since the beginning of NAFTA. It's not that long ago. 90,000 factories. Think of that. And we're going to get them back. And they're coming back. And they're coming back in records. Look at what happened with the big chip company, the biggest in the world. By far the most powerful chip company in the world from Taiwan. And they're going in with $200 billion of money. And they're going to build something that's going to give us 35-40% of the chip market in one company. No, it's going to bring it back. And I think it's going to make us, bring us to a level that we've never had before.
Is there a government shutdown this day? If your supporters are concerned about conservative, that your supporters are attacking SCOTUS Justice, Amy Coney Barrett. You put her on the bench. They're saying she's a DEI hire. Do you regret putting her on the bench?
Look, she's a very good woman. She's very smart. And I don't know about people attacking her. I really don't know. I think she's a very good woman. She's very smart.
Is there going to be a government shutdown at the end of this week?
Could happen. I mean, the Democrats want that. They want to destroy the country. So I can't tell you, but it could happen. It shouldn't have happened, and it probably won't. I think the CR is going to get passed. We'll see, but it could happen. You never know. The Democrats are out of control. You saw that the other night during the speech when they wouldn't stand up for two of the young ladies were killed by illegal aliens. One with the cancer, the young man with the cancer, and all you want to do is stand up and applaud the man and the boy. And at some point I'll be meeting with him. Well, I don't think the tensions are high. Look, you know that, right? Point I will. I have a very good relationship with President Xi. Very good. And at some point I'll be meeting with him. Personnel arguments. There's not too many contract arguments. You know, contracts have been fast. This is much more than just personnel.
Let me ask you about this meeting you attended at the White House this week where Elon Musk and a group of cabinet members clashed reportedly over the approach that Elon Musk is taking to slashing government. Can you tell me, Mr. Secretary, what was the president's message to you and other secretaries at the conclusion of that meeting? Was it that you are in charge, other secretaries are in charge of making that final decision about who and what will be cut and not Elon Musk?
Well, with
But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax. I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
This morning, House Speaker Mike Johnson unveiling a new bill to avert a government shutdown, with a Friday night deadline looming. The legislation would fund the government through the end of September, though it's unclear whether Johnson has the votes to pass it.
We are putting a clean CR on the floor early next week, probably on Tuesday.
The so-called clean continuing resolution does not expand the budget for additional emergency funding or for community project funding known as earmarks. It does include an increase in defense spending while reducing non-defense spending. President Trump saying he will sign the bill if it gets to his desk. Writing online, all Republicans should vote please yes next week. We have to remain united, no dissent. And though Republicans control the House, Senate, and White House, the slim majority in the House means just 2 Republican defections there could derail the bill. Already, Republican Congressman Thomas Massie of Kentucky, a vocal Johnson critic, has vowed to vote no. The bill would also require Democratic votes in the Senate. But Johnson did not negotiate with Democrats, and some in that party are slamming the legislation as a giveaway to Elon Musk.
I would argue we are already in a partial government shutdown, and that's because of what Elon Musk and his Doge frat bros are doing. If there ends up being a government shutdown, it will be because Republicans want a government shutdown.
Meanwhile, all of the employees at the Department of Health and Human Services are weighing a new offer: resign by 5 p.m. Friday, March 14th, and walk away with a $25,000 lump sum payment, according to a person who received the email and an administration official. While the Department of Homeland Security is conducting polygraph tests on employees to find out who might be leaking to the press about immigration operations.
We have identified 2 leakers. We plan to prosecute these 2 individuals and hold them accountable for what they've done.
All of this is teeing up another significant week in Washington as that March 14th shutdown date looms large. Willie?
Yamiche Alcindor with the president in Florida. Yamiche, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Digital transformations and hybrid workforce are adding complexity and visibility gaps to your network. Introducing NetScout's Ingenious Enterprise Performance Management, a solution designed to help IT teams to
But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax. I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session. Go.
What were you shouting to the president, sir?
In Washington, Republican lawmakers have a new plan to avoid a government shutdown. It comes as the Trump administration's changes to policy and personnel are rippling through the economy.
An employment report on Friday showed that while unemployment remains low, many people are stuck working part-time. Our friend Bradley Blackburn joining us now here in studio with more on all of it. Bradley?
Doug, Elena, a vote on that Republican plan could happen as soon as Tuesday in the House, with Speaker Mike Johnson daring Democrats to vote against it and risk a shutdown. But the president is also facing pushback for how the government is operating while it's open. President Trump is again at Mar-a-Lago this weekend, Saturday, visiting his West Palm Beach golf course. While back in Washington, there was another round in the game to keep the government open. House Republicans unveiled a stopgap spending bill to avoid a shutdown and fund the government through September. On social media, the president urged lawmakers to vote yes for the bill. Whiplash in Washington with spending freezes, layoffs, and talk of tariffs is roiling markets. Last week, stocks saw the worst weekly decline in 6 months, and consumer confidence fell in February, the largest drop since 2021.
It's the on-again, off-again tariffs that are just driving business people and investors crazy.
Hands off our Medicare! On Saturday, there was a rally in Maryland warning about changes to Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security.
What this administration is doing is slashing and burning.
In New York, there were arrests after a demonstration at a Tesla dealership. And in Wisconsin, Senator Bernie Sanders took aim at Elon Musk.
Musk spent some $270 million to help Trump get elected, and his reward is that he was made the most powerful person in the U.S. government.
Since Doge's creation, more than 28,000 federal employees have been terminated, according to a CBS News tracker. Musk remains by Trump's side, traveling with the president to Florida this weekend. We know that some of those Doge cuts and layoffs are facing legal challenges. And to this morning, overnight, actually, a union said 120 probationary workers have been reinstated now at the U.S. Department of Labor. Doug and Elaine.
All right, Bradley Blackburn for us. Bradley, thank you.
I have prepared a Thomas's breakfast for you to savor together.
Thanks, Tom. Hey, are English muffins from England?
Heavens no, they're from the pantry.
Are you from England?
Nay, I am also from...
While the WNBA appears to be thriving as a business, it stinks. The franchise valuation's low. The operating income for teams, non-existent. EBITDA positive? Negative. So the NBA wanted to make sure that you knew that. And they wanted to get it out there that they own 60% of the league. That's the NBA that owns 60% of the league. Then there are individual owners that own a bunch of the WNBA because they own 2 teams. So basically, NBA owners are responsible for about 75% of the WNBA, according to sources. So the players are going to opt out is what they suspected, of course, because they were told. And then the NBA said, by the way, when the WNBA expands, the owners don't even get the expansion fees. Why is that? Because the NBA, as a group of 30 teams, needs to get paid back all of the capital they've invested in the WNBA over decades. This positioning started last year with Adam Silver saying, hey, all of this is really positive. We're super excited about the WNBA, but let's not mince words. This has taken forever. We have had years and years of pumping money in, still pumping money in. So the players said, I don't really care. The players said, we're opting out. We're out because we keep hearing how great things are. We want our piece. They made a bunch of statements yesterday that made me smile. The WNBPA has a president, Neko Gumake, and she's a current player for the Seattle Storm. And she wants you to know this. I always love this. This is a defining moment. Not just for the WNBA, but for all of us who believe in progress. The world has evolved since 2020. We cannot afford to stand still. If we stay in the current agreement, we fall behind. Opting out isn't just about bigger paychecks. It's about claiming our rightful share of the business we've built, improving working conditions, and securing a future where the success we create benefits today's players and the generations to come. I feel like if we had a bigger budget here, Coca, we'd play some music. It's like marching band music. Follow me. Follow me into the light. The problem is the light for the WNBA players is a bit of an oncoming train because they're about to learn a very valuable lesson in collective bargaining, which is you can go ahead and opt out. And you can go ahead and start planning your PR for all the improvements you made by opting out. And you can try to convince all the people who don't know better that you made all sorts of progress when you get to announce that you have better food in the clubhouse, when you get to announce that you've got full charters, when you get to announce that minimum salaries have improved. So you can take whatever victory laps you want. But you can bet your bippy that the WNBA owners, meaning the NBA, is not going to do a new CBA with you that gives you this defining moment. You're going to have to make that up for yourself. Why? When you are an owner of a business, and I'm going to look at it from both sides, but when you're the owner of a business, you are looking at your product, which is the
After last month's massive solar flare added a 25th hour to the day, businesses are wondering, what should we do
I'm
with it?
thinking company-wide power now.
Anything can change the world of work. From HR to payroll, ADP designs for the next anything.
Does a rising tide really lift all boats? Well, rising tides can do a lot of things. So when the waves around the world start to ripple out, pay attention. Don't just assume you'll know what the waters will bring. The same tide that can unjam a 224,000-ton megaship that's jackknifed in the Suez Canal can also cause smaller crafts to run aground. Gotta watch those waters.
You've probably heard of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese in recent months, two superstar rookie WNBA players who some claim are behind one of the fastest turnarounds in sports league history.
I can't think of a time in my lifetime that I've ever felt that type of movement in the air around you of just, this is happening.
This is something that, you dream about, and, playing in front of these crowds and these fans is amazing.
Take a look at this chart right here. It shows the WNBA team valuations as of June 2024. The Las Vegas Aces, the reigning champions, are valued at $140 million. Just 3 years ago, the team was bought for $2 million. They won the championship the next year, in 2022, but that's beside the point. The New York Liberty are valued at $130 million. In 2019, the team was reportedly sold for $10 million to Alibaba co-founder Joe Tsai. The team made $2 million in ticket revenue in just one game this season, the most ever of any WNBA team.
Elected officials, corporate, private equity, everybody like, how do I get into the WNBA and how do I invest? And can I have an expansion team or can I invest in a current team?
Caitlin Clark signed a $28 million Nike deal before she had even played a professional game. She has also signed with Wilson, the first basketball player to do so since Michael Jordan in 1984. Angel Reese has deals with Reebok, Beats by Dre, Wingstop, Xfinity, and many more. Despite all of this, there's been a lot of talk about the modest earnings of players. Clark's base salary this year is about $76,000. Breanna Stewart, the reigning league MVP or most valuable player, is earning $205,000. Sure, they can both make more through bonuses or marketing opportunities with the league and can make millions in sponsorship deals. But lots of other athletes get these deals too and still receive a higher salary. For example, this year's #1 NBA draft pick will earn a $12.6 million salary before sponsorship deals.
The comparisons to men's leagues are always tough for a league that's only 28 years old. The NBA is 78 years old. We've got players making significant endorsements who had 0 endorsements back in 2019 when I joined this league. They wouldn't have any of those opportunities if they didn't have this league to play in.
It's easy to look at other leagues and see the multi-million dollars that these folks are getting. We're going to be there one day. It's just continuing the positive progress that we've made and make sure that the sustainability of this league for the future generations is still going to be there.
The league's biggest challenge now is making its business model work while players are negotiating for a bigger slice of the pie. A monumental $2.2 billion TV rights deal with Disney, Amazon Prime, and NBC Universal starting in 2026 could change everything. The question is, will it be enough?
Let me ask you about this meeting you attended at the White House this week where Elon Musk and a group of cabinet members clashed reportedly over the approach that Elon Musk is taking to slashing government. Can you tell me, Mr. Secretary, what was the president's message to you and other secretaries at the conclusion of that meeting? Was it that you are in charge, other secretaries are in charge of making that final decision about who and what will be cut and not Elon Musk?
Well, what the president made clear, both to the cabinet secretary and Elon, and we all agree with him, so we agreed with him before the meeting, after the meeting, and during the meeting, was let's make sure when we're cutting, we're keeping the great people who work for the government. There are amazing people. I mean, the Commerce Department, I've met some amazing people. These people are extraordinary, and they're giving of themselves for America. So we've got to cut the size of government. I mean, government has grown insanely. We've got to cut the size of this government. But the president's advice and guidance was, let's be super sharp. Let's make sure we cut with a scalpel. Let's be sharp. Let's be clear. And let's make sure we do it right. And we all agreed that the cabinet is one on these topics. You've got the greatest technologists in the world. You have the greatest technologists in the world. Comes to the meeting wearing a T-shirt that says "I'm tech support." I mean, imagine you have the greatest technologist in the world coming to help you. How great is that?
Just to put a fine point on it, who did the president say was in charge? You and the other cabinet secretaries, or Elon Musk?
He is in charge. Let's be crystal clear. He did not tell me I'm in charge.
But of your agency, who's in charge of your agency?
We listen to him.
I understand that, but who is in charge of your agency? You or Elon Musk?
Elon Musk is your partner. He's your partner in technology. He's your partner in thought. He's your partner in doing it. What President Trump made clear is that Elon is your partner. And that is what we like. You have the greatest businessman and greatest technologist in the world as my partner. You got to ask me, what do I think? Thank God I would have Elon Musk come and help me. There's no one watching this TV right now who, if Elon Musk said he was going to come over their house and help them, wouldn't like cheer. You have the best technologist and the richest guy in the world said, I'll help you. Come on. We want his help.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the
Gonna check out the CBA thing that's been going viral. Angel Reese on her podcast with Dejanay Carrington, they had like a talk about the CBA. This was like a quote people took away from it and said, if y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. Angel Reese said that about the upcoming CBA. Angel Reese responded because some people took out of context what she said. And she said, I love how y'all have selective hearing. I said, I'm hearing if they don't give us what we want, we sitting out. That's the truth. I never said anything about the NBA. We're prepared to stay at the negotiating table for as long as it takes. Here's a link to my podcast so you can hear the conversation too. I'll continue to use my voice to speak for what we want and deserve as a league. Thank you. This was the clip right here.
CBA is coming up. I can't wait. Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL. What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody. I agree. Everybody. I agree with that. But we got to get face consequences. Y'all got to do something. But the women coming in, not this year, but next year. Yeah. The ones coming this year will still be on the rookie contract again. Mm-hmm. The ones the year after, they're going to get more. They probably going to be making more than us. Oh, they are. They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are. I need to get in the meetings. You need to come to the meetings. I need to get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out. That's a possibility for real.
That was the main clip that's been going viral. And I think people were saying that you're saying you'll sit out, but the only reason people are watching is because of the fever. And they're saying if you guys sat out, it wouldn't make a big difference. You guys remember the NBA lockout? The NBA players, they went to go play in they had the NBA lockout. That's when all them hoop mixtapes and stuff came out. That was a lit time period. I low-key, if another lockout would ever happen to NBA, I hope that happens again because I was live. Right here, they had the hoop mixtape and this was the littest time ever in my opinion. I don't think that could happen for women's though. If they could, they'll be doing it for Unrivaled. But I don't think them sitting out makes much of a difference in my opinion. This is another clip that went up.
It's hard, especially as two Black women that are unapologetic. We gonna pop our shit and we gonna say what we said, and I stand on what we said. I feel like it's really hard, and I feel like we've experienced some of the same negativity, and it's hard. It is. And, it really is. Yeah. You try to just block it out. You're not gonna play with me. Sometimes I be really wanting to clock some TV to be like, I can't.
And the thing with the CBA, this was one thing, right? So the last CBA, this came out in 2020. Significant salary bump league-wide. Top players can earn $500K, more than 3 times previous max. Every player gets their own hotel room, full salary on maternity leave, new commissioner's cup, potential for 50-50 revenue split. So that was January 14, 2020. This, especially the second line, this is about to be outrageous. And Caitlyn did an interview thing today where she spoke about, I think she gave her opinions on it, if I'm not mistaken here, but this is another clip. This came out today.
I'm not huge on comparing the WNBA to the NBA. I don't really think that's fair. Obviously, I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible. I think a lot of people, or most people, would not believe it's in the place that it is right now. So I think when people always ask me this question, where I think it'll be in 5 years, is I don't, it's hard for me to answer because people didn't even think we'd be right here, right now. And I think really sky's the limit. I think when you see, our TV numbers when we're on national television, we're averaging over 1 million viewers or whatever it is. All-Star game, I think, was over 4 million viewers. It's just really great numbers. So the more opportunities we're given, I think the more it's going to shine and get better and better. I think also the talent level in college is continuing to get a lot better. And as those players come into the league, it's going to continue to improve. We're adding 2 new teams next year, and that's probably another 2 year after that. Some more games. Yeah, more games, which I think will be good. It will lengthen the season a little bit more.
I'm ready for the W to start. I'm not going to lie. The NBA been disappointing this year, but there's going to be something every single day, and I'm really excited to cover that. I'm just waiting for that to come back. I just hope everyone stays healthy so we can get a full good season. They can't say, oh, this player got hurt, so this is why they lost. I hope everyone's healthy. It plays out how it's supposed to play out. But yeah, this is great. I like this. This is going to be a great season. I'm really excited. For Cece, she, a lot of people have been saying she has to get stronger. I think she took shit a little too far. So she took this shit a little too far, if you ask me. She's probably the strongest guard in the W. She was like, oh, Ben, I'm skinny. Yeah, she looks like a bodybuilder now. Their ticket prices too. Rachel had something she was speaking about. Let me see.
I was looking up courtside seats for one of the Indiana Fever home games. Firstly, I could not find a courtside seat that is first row on the hardwood. All of the courtside seats are second or
wait, two. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
Or third row or fourth row. And they're in such weird places. They're behind the opposition's bench. They're also, because these are resale at this point, $4,000 minimum a piece for a courtside seat that is like not first row. You know what I mean? It's hard to justify paying for a courtside seat when you're not on the hardwood, when it's that expensive. Like those are tapping in to some NBA numbers when you talk about getting a courtside seat. I'm going to keep looking and I'm going to get myself courtside somehow at an Indiana Fever game this season. Like we're going to figure it out. But a supply and demand issue, we have seen it. There was also just a report where the Indiana Fever will be playing at Iowa for a preseason game against the Brazilian women's national team, and 15,000 tickets sold out in under 45 minutes. Like this is Taylor Swift type of voodoo Eras tour ticket sale things. Like this is actually insane.
Oh, let's look at it now. We're gonna look at it now. See the sky. Oh, wouldn't this be courtside? This be courtside. This is courtside. Damn, $2,558. All right, we're gonna compare it to the worst team in the NBA. The only NBA games I go to is to see her play. My old teammate from Bama, K. Lou, he was in there. I'll go see him play. But besides that, I low-key got no interest in going. I just want to see my dogs play. But let me see. Okay, courtside. Damn, so Fever tickets, it costs more than Hornets courtside tickets right now. The ticket prices for when the Grizzlies play the Lakers. Yeah, that's crazy. So the Fever is like going to an NBA game.
Tonight, the countdown to a potential government shutdown is on as a Friday night deadline looms large. House Speaker Mike Johnson unveiling a new bill that would fund the government through the end of September. But it's not clear whether Johnson has the votes to pass it, with some Republicans already criticizing the legislation.
The CR is terrible on defense and the border.
The so-called clean continuing resolution does include an increase in defense spending while reducing non-defense spending. President Trump urging his party to support the bill, writing online, all Republicans should vote please, yes, next week. And though Republicans control the House and Senate, the slim majority in the House means just 2 Republican defections there could derail the bill. And there's already trouble with 2 GOP congressmen. Thomas Massey is a no, and Brian Fitzpatrick is undecided.
But I think we're really going to be learning over the next 24 hours what's in it and what's not in it.
The bill would also require Democratic votes in the Senate, and many in that party are accusing Republicans of recklessly cutting things like healthcare and nutritional assistance.
I would argue we are already in a partial government shutdown, and that's because of what Elon Musk and his Doge frat bros are doing.
And amid increased economic uncertainty about federal cuts and a possible shutdown, President Trump saying this when questioned about whether he is expecting a recession this year.
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big.
Yamiche is traveling with the president in Florida tonight. And Yamiche, the House is expected to vote on this new bill early this week.
That's right. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he plans to bring the bill to a vote as early as Tuesday. It's a crucial test for the new Republican majority in Washington as both parties trade blame. Hallie?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
I know your vision because we share it.
To being allies and friends.
March 20.
Two brothers, Zeta 40 and Zeta 42, the leaders of the Zetas cartel, now known as Cartel del Noreste, are now in U.S. custody after being extradited. Tonight, our Yami Virgen shares how the brothers were found in Mexico and why their extradition is a message to all foreign drug traffickers. According to Javier Peña, the DEA agent whose life is depicted in the Netflix series Narcos.
They were the leaders behind the Zetas cartel. Zeta 40, Miguel Ángel Treviño Morales.
He was the most sadistic cartel leader.
And his brother, Zeta 42, Alejandro Omar Treviño Morales. On Thursday, they were among the 29 alleged cartel members that were extradited by Mexico to the U.S.
The extradition of the Zeta cartel leaders, the brothers Morales Treviño, 40 and 42 were their Zeta nicknames. This is huge because these cartel leaders were the ones who initiated that violence, that massacre, that bloody murder of a lot of other people and making an example. They try to wash away the bodies. In acid, these two guys were the leaders of that.
Retired DEA agent Javier Peña, whose life was depicted in Netflix Narcos, was in charge of the Houston area of operation during this bloody period of time, just across the border.
This is great that they're finally going to end up serving justice in the United States.
The The story of Z40 and Z42 is well known, but no one knows it as well as law enforcement and the confidential informants, or CIs, who helped get them behind bars.
I worked all the border from Laredo, Eagle Pass, Nuevo Laredo, Nuevo Tamaulipas.
This man, whom we will call Mario, wants his identity protected. He was an informant for local and federal agencies in their efforts to stop the drug trafficking that comes into the U.S. through Texas.
The way it happened was he was moving through what we call brechas, which are little dirt roads behind the main cities. And some of my people that were in Mexico at the time, because I would go in and out of Mexico myself, but I got an alert. We had a team here on the U.S. side that alerted a team on the Mexican side. And when we got the news where he was and where he was heading and that he didn't have a big group with him, is when the American side and the Mexican side acted with a helicopter and a small group of armed a special military ops team. And he was able to get picked up on a dirt road with none of his sicarios with him.
Z42 was picked up a few years later, but Mario and others in the DEA say the brothers continued to call the shots from inside jails in Mexico.
They were giving me the insights on Z42 and the way he had gotten really sick. He's like, man, 42 got sick. He needs a kidney transplant. So what the orders are from way up above all the way down to the sicarios is we need to start testing guys, see if they're a kidney match so we can get their kidneys and put them on Z42.
Law enforcement in the U.S. and Mexico confirmed that Z42 has liver disease. He's sitting in a prison now in the U.S. awaiting trial.
What it does, it hampers a cartel, an organization, especially like theirs, where they actually operate like a business or a military group, where they have higher ups and they have management groups, stuff like that. But in their case, even though they were in custody, it totally throws off the organization, because now they still exist and they're going to look for leaders. But it causes chaos within themselves. And especially right now, with Trump and the amount of pressure Mexico that he's doing, it's going to mobilize the Mexican army. It's going to mobilize on the Texas side. Right now, the cartel has been crippled. They're looking for leadership.
Peña, who's known for chasing down narco trafficker Pablo Escobar and joining the search for the alleged murderer of DEA agent Enrique Kiki Camarena, says the U.S. message is very clear.
You pay me now or pay me later. Sooner or later, your justice will be served.
Yami Virgen, Fox SA.
Chase the Northern Lights with a rail pass.
Yeah, give me a second. It ain't never took this long to load, dog. I swear. Ain't never seen it take.
Because when you're monetary driven, that's how you get caught in conspiracies. That's how our young people are going to be thinking about a dollar. Just like my grandmother told me, listen, every dollar is not a good dollar. That means that even every view is not a good view. So, teach my speech. I think we heard from Tammy. She said, fuck that nigga. So I'm believing Tammy. Tammy said, fuck that nigga. Tammy, my girl. Tammy, fuck that nigga. That's right. Tammy, my girl. I mean, nigga, Tammy said, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. She was working with the nigga. She said, fuck him. So I got to believe Tammy. My bad. Damn, Sean, it's nasty work, brother.
Yeah,
nasty work, bro. And I'm not gonna let this video play too long. I just want to hear what you guys say about you and amending it, brother. Because you ain't even worth it, man. You ain't even worth it, brother. If he proved this shit to be the realest truth, man, I'm gonna tell you a story like this, man. I'm gonna say some shit like this to you, man. If he proved this the truth in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna say some shit like this to you. It's gonna go like this, Sean. Listen to me, Sean G. Sean G. Podcast was up, Sean G. He's a jive ass turkey. He's a jive turkey then. He's a jive turkey now. And you're always gonna be a jive ass turkey. Yeah, you all right? I'm gonna hit you with some jive ass turkey talk. He's a jive ass turkey. I hope it ain't true, John. Because you're gonna be a jive turkey. For real. Jive ass turkey.
Jive, bro. Shucking and jiving around here, bro. Shucking and jiving, bro. Man, say it ain't so, man. You calling them YouTube police metaverse? Calling them YouTube metaverse policeman around here, man. That's what you on, bro. You used to inform me. No, man, let me stop though, man. It's all love, but bro, that's what you on. It's crazy, bro. Why you doing that, man? Why you on that, man? You don't need to be motherfucking calling YouTube cop and YouTube detectives on people, bro. For real, dog. I swear, man, Sean G, that's bold, man. I don't know. I mean, dog do be saying crazy stuff, but still, I don't know what he said about you. Meant you wanted to strike him, but yeah, man, this ain't right, bro. That ain't cool, bro. That ain't P. But I mean, you got your reasons. I ain't gonna knock you. Let you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I see you sent dog this copyright strike. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen it. You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna show it again, or he might just talk about it.
Don't lie to me. I know how it happened. That's the truth.
Shout out my boy Udon Go, man. He be dropping that fire content steady, consistent, all the time. You know.
I spoke what the article spoke on you in NewJersey.com. That's who you are, right, Mr. Gumby? You the copyright artist, correct? Let me go on my Instagram, man. Let's see how many times dog called me, man. Oh shit. They saying the DC Blacks that took their stuff. See, look, he didn't block me. Now it's got his picture, but it say Instagram user. It got his picture, but it say Instagram user. So y'all know I don't cap. That's him right there. Say Instagram user. Dog just calling and calling. That's one call. That's two calls. 3 calls. Like, wow, homeboy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calls. 2 past midnight. And then gonna block me and try to copyright strike my channel, man. Cut it out, homeboy. Maybe you shouldn't be doing what you do if you don't want people to do it to you. You heard? Now, Dogface, he done been on your channel, right? I know you watching, ho nigga. He done been on your channel, right? Is he a rat? You call Al Nuke all type of rats for copyright striking your channel. Getting your videos taken down, getting your channel taken away. The same shit that your homeboy at the podcast with Soul just did to me. Is he a rat too? You gonna call him a rat too? You gonna stand for that? Or you gonna denounce him? Or are we picking and choosing again? You feel me? That go for all you niggas on the YouTube streets, the Detroit block, whatever they call themselves over there. We picking and choosing again? Or is this the same thing Al Nuke did to you? I mean, he did call the YouTube police, right? He told the YouTube police, hey, look at him. He did this. You feel me?
YouTube streets.
See, I just be want to show y'all the hypocrisy that these niggas got inside of them. You feel me? A nigga won't dare say nothing about him. I bet you they won't dare denounce this Elon nigga knowing he made a statement to the police. And the first thing niggas say is what? You have the right to remain silent. They go to call a nigga stupid. These niggas dumb. The first thing they tell you is you got the right to remain silent. Man, this nigga was talking in 2 hours. What? They arrested him October 31st, 1993 or 94, whichever the one it was, at 4:50. By 6:50, he was talking to detectives. So I don't want to hear that he was young shit either. Miss me with that. That's the same nigga that called that young boy from Philadelphia the rapper. That I guess the rapper had cooperated or did something like that. He called him a rat. He was 17. So I don't want nobody talking about how him and Charleston White, all the niggas called it. No, Charleston White stood for him. Charleston White stood up for him, said he was a boy, and this and the other. But not the DC Blacks nigga. He called him a rat. He said he was 6'9" in them, and this and the other. The world fucked up. Now we endorsing rats. So
Blacks. I'm not going in no DC Blacks, bro. Got nothing to do with all that, bro. Stopping this video because I don't know. He's gonna be in between 58 people. He already showed the paperwork, showed the nigga got a strike. That's where I'm at with it, nigga. I don't need to see that. I don't know who the fuck he's talking about. I don't listen. He's talking about that him and DC Black and Dogface got that shit going on. We need to stop that shit. So I'm telling you, bro. That shit needs to stop. We need to start some shit to stop that shit. That shit is not healthy. It's not cool. Not cool, bro. But what we're dealing with is Sean G. And if he struck him, he struck him. That shit is nasty work. Say, you see my shit, Sean G. If you strike everybody on earth, might as well play God and strike everybody. I smite thee. I smited thee. You trying to smite it thee? Can't do that, bro. Can't do it. And you can't charge everybody $500, Shanji. Can't do that. You trying to get rich off Big Meech. You not know better than Tammy and nobody else, bro. You're just like Tammy, Shanji. You're the Tammy of YouTube, Shanji. You're the Tammy Counts of YouTube. You believe Keith Chroma and jumped over there like go throw coins. You did. Yeah. And you're doing things like Tammy did. So like, you coming across real Tammy-ish, bro. Real shit, son. You older nigga than me on disrespect, but it's real shit, bro. I just gotta call spade, bro. Sorry. Everybody I've been on always talks to me straight just like that. They never own no punches for me. People tell me about my life every day, nigga. But I'm gonna speak about this. Everybody's mad. I'm weekend. So, hey. But yeah. Get up your high horse, Sean. Get your knees in the dirt. Put your hands in the soil and help your people to build. And stop making motivational videos with your shirt off when you really ain't trying to motivate nobody and help nobody but yourself and get $500 from every one of the fucking people like you trying to be Bill Gates tomorrow or some dumb shit. Shut up. Who the fuck you think you was, nigga? Steve Jobs, nigga? You know what you do? Charge everybody $1. Get $140-something thousand. You have 140-something thousand. Asshole. You heard me, brother? You don't have to beat the people. Everybody, nobody's gonna be mad if you took $1 from everybody. Then take that 140,000. You got 140,000 subscribers. Start a business. Start getting some money. You have to use the people for everything they had. All you got was $1 from everybody. And now you can start to put back and help the same people that gave you $1. You would take the money and run away because you're trying to charge every one of those people $500. If you was Moses and we was in Exodus, you would have tried to get 500 shekels out of every one of them people on the Exodus. Shanti, on Jesus sandals. On Jesus sandals is the truth. Sticker on the truth, son. I'm not lying on this, man, bro. You can't get $500 from everybody, bro. Why would you think I would pay you that? Who do you think you are, son? Andre Rush, Timothy, Cuffy Gatlin. Who do you think you is, bro? Lorenzo Gibbs, the judge, the task force officers, bro, U.S. Attorney, Gravis, Drake, nigga, I know the paperwork for real, nigga. I done read shit that your ass ain't read, guy, and I ain't flip on cuff, but your ass did. Slurping burp like you wanted a fucking interview from me. You know he never gonna give it to you. Then yesterday when you was on Dog Face platform, you was grilling meats to the grill. When you was just begging that nigga for an interview, bro. You was the most flip-floppingest nigga on YouTube, bro. Straight cheese. You was that lady, nigga. Tammy Cowens, homie, of YouTube, homie. On mommy, on Jesus sandals, homie, you is. And nobody gonna tell me you not. Nobody gonna tell me you not. Cuffy, yes, he is. Cuffy Gatlin himself. Lamont Gatlin. Yep, I'm calling him by his whole name, like his mama. Cuffy Lamont Gatlin, like his father. Cuffy Lamont, like his brother, like everybody in his life, brother. I love him.
We're very involved with all of our communities and all of our branches. That's the heart of who we are.
And more backlash than I've ever seen him gotten before for comments he made about Lil Ronnie and his 5-year-old daughter that was murdered at a car wash. They done got Charleston White started. As expected, Charleston White ain't backing down. He's actually doubling down and making things a whole lot worse depending on who you ask.
Don't say nothing to me. I swear to God they ain't. Go Yayo, get out of jail and look the other way about me. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, fuck about that, baby. All that dead ass. Yeah. Fuck the baby.
Nah, that's too far, man. That's too far. Now, Charleston is my guy. I actually like Charleston White, right? We talked on the phone, we squashed it. He's my dude.
Sure.
But that's too far. You don't say that about a 5-year-old little girl. Now,
wait,
I also put a tad bit of the blame. Now, Charleston White is an adult, so he's responsible for his own actions. But I also put a tad bit of the blame on the family members of Lil Ronnie and the girl who's antagonizing Charleston White, right? People like Go Yayo and others are upset that Charleston White gave a pretty compassionate response to the situation when it first happened. He was on Say Cheese and spoke on the situation, and he was actually pretty thoughtful about what he had to say. But when it comes to the streets and street dudes, right, they're the most sensitive people on the planet. And because they're sensitive, when Charleston White spoke on the situation, they started making threats to Charleston White. They had a problem with Charleston White, a podcaster, giving his opinion on a very viral story. And because they came out and began to have a problem with that, Charleston White decided, all right, I'm going to go the full way then. Y'all got a problem with me being objective and being compassionate? Okay, I'm going to say F him. But nah, man, you can't say F no baby, man.
Oh, you shouldn't say that. Fuck the baby. Now who gonna do something? I'm back toting gone now. Toting gone and smoking weed. Who gonna do something about it? I said fuck the baby. I said fuck Lil Ronnie. Now which one of you go put your life on the line and come die by the baby? Nobody. Did nobody put their life on the line and go look for the that killed the baby? What is wrong with y'all? Fuck the city of Fort Worth. Fuck the baby. Fuck Lil Ronnie. Fuck whoever mad about me doing the Say Cheese TV interview. I get paid $10,000 per interview. You think I give about you bury your dead baby? I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Come die about it. Come die about it. Yeah, I mean every word I say. Fuck that city of Fort Worth. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. I already told y'all. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
This is horrifying. But in terms of things that Charleston White has said in the past, this don't even scratch the top 5 worst things he's ever said. But Charleston White has still been able to survive and preserve himself, primarily because Charleston White is on the road a lot. So if Charleston White says F somebody in LA or F somebody in Chicago or he diss King Von or, diss a fallen LA rapper, well, he's not going to be in LA for too long. And if he does come to LA, he's in and out. So who's going to catch him? Right? So I believe Charleston White has been able to preserve himself because he's not really in these environments to really get caught. But this is your hometown. Right? See, there's one thing where you go out and you bring a lot of trouble outside, but it's another thing to bring trouble to your front door. Now, that's dangerous. Meaning Charleston White is in Fort Worth, Texas, or the Dallas-Fort Worth area the majority of his time. That's where he resides. That's where he lives. So if you're bringing trouble to your front steps, I think this may be the most dangerous situation Charleston White has ever been in. Because in this situation now, it's kind of hard to avoid. You're low-key like a sitting duck at this point. Yeah, you're on the road, but you still have to come home. And it don't look like these dudes is playing too many games, bruh. Now, I can understand probably getting away with this and like Ronnie, but the little girl, like, that hits a different spot for most people.
Baby, nigga. Fuck Lil Ronnie too. Yeah, man. That's what he get. Everybody gotta die. And death ain't a bad thing where I'm from. Gotta die mad. Nigga, she mad about say TV, this say TV, this your last year living. Man, I've been hearing that shit for 7 years. They been hollering about I'm gonna die 2 years ago. Or they had a bet that the street would go kill me 4 years ago. Man, ain't nobody gonna kill a motherfucker. Nigga, fuck about you. Nigga ain't got enough money to see me. Nigga, you wrong. Broke ass nigga. You can't even afford to go where I be where I go. Broke ass nigga. Nigga, I live on the road. That baby. I said, you should hustle, baby. It ain't nobody done that. You think they gonna do something about Lil Ronnie? You think they gonna do something about Lil Ronnie? Ain't nobody gonna do a thing about Lil Ronnie.
I think with Charleston White that works in his favor, that may be a detriment here, depending on how you really look at it. He's telling people to come and do something to him. Now, people know, like, if you attack Charleston White, if you attack Flacco, we gonna tell. Charleston White gonna go and call the police, and you're probably gonna go to jail. So if you're coming to do something to Charleston White, you have to be in full crash out mode. Now, there's some people who say, you know what, it's not worth it, right? Because even if I do shoot him and he survives, he gonna tell. But there's somebody who gonna be mad enough to where they in full crash out mode. They don't care, all right? And they not coming to beat you up or slap you or assault you or shoot you. No, they coming to kill you because they understand if you live, you gonna put me in jail. So this gotta count. Now, you could probably survive saying foul things about people from LA or Chicago or other places that you frequent or visit, but you don't live at. This Fort Worth, Texas, oh no, this is going to be bad for Charleston White, I believe. Now, listen, right? Street dudes surprise me every day, all right? I think, listen, there's some street dudes where you think they tough, bruh, and then you look up and you realize, wait, hold up, bruh, all your ops alive. Yo, how you making death threats to me online, but all your ops alive, and y'all live a block away from each other? Oh, no, use a buster. Right. So I'm assuming Go Yayo and them is really about the business. But are y'all gonna kill Charleston White before y'all kill CJ Casino? Are y'all gonna take out Charleston White before y'all take out the real ops? So yeah, as long as CJ Casino is alive, Charleston White is safe. But the minute CJ Casino go, Charleston, hey, bruh. Like we learned with Young Dolphin, bruh. A comedian made a joke about Young Dolph the day he died, man. He was dead by 9 p.m., bruh. So there's some people who take it really seriously. Now, the reason why they were initially mad at Charleston White and sparked this rant from Charleston White is Charleston White's Say Cheese interview. Now, during the Say Cheese interview, Charleston White said nothing but truths. From my perspective, he touched on how people were saying that, Lil Ronnie was the fly get money dude. He wasn't in the streets killing people. But Charleston White said something really important and truthful when it comes to this situation.
Well, he's associated with Hood Fame and Go Yayo now. Now, them on the gangster shit. I always have been.
Happy birthday, Marty. Oh, no, you don't. Let me get this.
Thanks. You're too kind.
I've heard that.
Unlimited 2% cash back. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card.
At Vistaprint, we print signs so people can see your brand up close. But we also print signs so that people can see your business here, see it here, and see it here, so you stand out. Even when they're way back here. Get 20% off signs and banners at Vistaprint.com.
Even though you ain't on the gangster shit, you're guilty by association. So you might as well be on the gangster. If you hanging with the gangster niggas on the gangster shit, you got to be on gangster shit because you're guilty by association. And he's closely intertwined and connected to it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he go, yeah, your right hand man, or his big brother, so to say. From my understanding, nigga, Chucky come with Lil Zach now, so they go way back. So you guilty by association.
People was upset at Charleston White for saying this because there's been a concerted effort to sort of mask, I believe, everything that Lil Ronnie has ever done to contribute to this beef with Go Yayo and CJ Casino. They essentially is labeling Lil Ronnie as a bystander, as a casualty in this war, when that's further from the case. Bro, I think I played a video in my first video on this situation of Lil Ronnie at a grocery store dissing his ops, telling them they can't come outside, he can come outside. So Lil Ronnie wasn't somebody who was completely void of any accountability, right? Lil Ronnie engaged. Lil Ronnie was rocking with Go Yayo 100%. So if you're rocking with Go Yayo, if you are engaging in the dissing of the ops, as far as I'm concerned, or as everything that I've heard, Lil Ronnie was a really good dude, right? Lil Ronnie was somebody who people tapped in with when they got to the city because he took good care of everyone. But you can be a good dude, but you can still be culpable and still have accountability. That needs to be given because you engaged in the foolery, you engaged in the buffoonery. And if you didn't, you co-signed the buffoonery because your right-hand man is top op of the city. So if you aligned yourself with the top ops, engaged and co-signed and ain't really denounced nothing they done, then, you're guilty by association. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, Charleston White will also touch on people saying, kids and women are supposed to be off limits. He would say that's a fable. Now, I don't want to claim the credit for this, but, I think Charleston White have heard a couple of my interviews because this is something I've always touched on.
Angry as y'all think y'all is, this happen all the time, homie. And I hear people say, women and children off limits. Those have never been the rules. Who told y'all that women and children are off limits in the streets? That ain't never been the case. You can go back to the roaring 20s when the Italian mafia first come into America during the Prohibition era. Women and children have always been the casualty because all they say, if we can't get you, we'll go get them. The cartel will go get them. So who told y'all that women and children are off limits? Remember we started gang banging, y'all? And they started doing drive-bys, and you would go shoot up somebody's house not knowing who was in there. Children and women got shot then, people. We kicked in his door. We took his main honey. Kill both. I'm looking at rape. I'm looking at kidnap. It's in the lyrics. It's in the movies. So I just want to let people know there are no official rules. There is no real rule book to the streets. These rules are made up as they go along. There are no rules. The rule is, it ain't no rule. It ain't no rules to do wrong. Man, children off limits. No, they're not. Because I know some to get your kids if they can't get you.
What happened to that little girl was unfortunate. And whoever did this, they need the chair. They need the death penalty. That's a fact. They do. Now, I spoke on this, though, in terms of the street rules, I believe on Street Life TV. And what I said a while back, and I got a lot of flack for this, I said, bro, the streets ain't never had no rules. The street dude is the most moral person that ever graced the planet. Don't let them convince you they got code of ethics or honor. No, bro. The only honor these dudes have, bro, is how to avoid accountability, which is why they'll tell you death before dishonor in terms of snitching, because snitching is the only way they will be held accountable, right? How can you say death before dishonor because you ain't snitched, but you so cracked the pregnant women, right? But you murdered innocent men, but it's death before dishonor. No, you are dishonorable by the very fabric of your job and your existence on earth and what you do. So when it comes to the streets, there have never been no rules. The only rules of the streets is survival. Those are the original rules. Survive. Do whatever you have to do to survive. Those are the rules. But as time progressed, the rules get changed and altered. Like, for example, snitching was introduced because they wanted to avoid accountability. Women and children are off limit. Man, that rule was created for PR purposes only, man. Nobody follows it, bruh. Nobody does. And when I say PR, I mean the one thing they couldn't defend. When a street dude comes on these various platforms and they have to defend the streets, the one thing they couldn't defend is civilians being killed and women and children being harmed. So because they couldn't defend it, they came up with this new rule of, hey, bruh, the rules of the streets is women and children is off limits, man. Anybody who violated, they ain't no real one. Yo, nah, bruh. Y'all been killing women and children forever, homie. It was never a rule because your PR got bad because folks began to wake up. See, here's the thing, bruh. Only 10% of people in these environments commit crimes. It's a very small percentage of people who commit crimes, who are active criminals. But the only reason why those active criminals are allowed to exist and operate among us is because for some reason we've been brainwashed into having compassion for these people, even though they're the reasons why our lives are.
You shouldn't say. Say that. Fuck the baby. Now who gonna do something? I'm back toting gone now. Toting gone and smoking weed. Who gonna do something about it? I said fuck the baby. I said fuck Lil Ronnie. Now which one of you go put your life on the line and come die by the baby? Nobody. Didn't nobody put their life on the line and go look for the that killed the baby? What is wrong with y'all? Fuck the city of Fort Worth. Fuck the baby. Fuck Lil Ronnie. Fuck whoever mad about me doing a Say Cheese TV interview. I get paid $10,000 per interview. You think I get about you bury your dead baby? I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Come die about it. Come die about it. Yeah, I mean every word I say. Fuck that city of Fort Worth. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. I already told y'all. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
This is horrifying. But in terms of things that Charleston White has said in the past, this don't even scratch the top 5 worst things he's ever said. But Charleston White has still been able to survive and preserve himself, primarily because Charleston White is on the road a lot. So if Charleston White says F somebody in LA or F somebody in Chicago or he diss King Von or, diss a fallen LA rapper, well, he's not going to be in LA for too long. And if he does come to LA, he's in and out. So who's going to catch him? Right? So I believe Charleston White has been able to preserve himself because he's not really in these environments to really get caught. But this is your hometown, right? See, there's one thing where you go out and you bring a lot of trouble outside, but it's another thing to bring trouble to your front door. Now, that's dangerous. Meaning Charleston White is in Fort Worth, Texas, or the Dallas-Fort Worth area the majority of his time. That's where he resides. That's where he lives. So if you're bringing trouble to your front steps, I think this may be the most dangerous situation Charleston White has ever been in. Because in this situation now, it's kind of hard to avoid. You're low-key like a sitting duck at this point. Yeah, you're on the road, but you still have to come home. And it don't look like these dudes is playing too many games, bruh. Now, I can understand probably getting away with dissing like Ronnie, but the little girl, that hits a different spot for most people.
Baby, nigga. Fuck Lil Ronnie too. Yeah, man. That's what he did. Everybody gotta die. And death ain't a bad thing where I'm from. Gotta die, man. Niggas see mad about Say Cheese TV. This Say Cheese TV. This your last year living. Man, I've been hearing that shit for 7 years. They've been hollering about I'm gonna die 2 years ago. Or they had a bet that the street would go kill me 4 years ago. Man, ain't nobody gonna kill a motherfucker thing, nigga. Fuck about you niggas ain't got enough money to even see me, nigga. You wrong, you broke ass nigga. You can't even afford to go where I be where I go. Broke ass nigga. Nigga, I live on the road. That baby. I said, Mitchell Hustle, baby. It ain't nobody done that. You think they gonna do something about Lil Ronnie? You think they gonna do something about Lil Ronnie? Ain't nobody gonna do a thing about Lil Ronnie.
I think with Charleston White that works in his favor, that may be a detriment here, depending on how you really look at it. He's telling people to come and do something to him. Now, people know, if you attack Charleston White, if you attack Flacco, we gonna tell. Charleston White gonna call the police, and you're probably gonna go to jail. So if you're coming to do something to Charleston White, you have to be in full crash out mode. Now, there's some people who say, you know what, it's not worth it, right? Because even if I do shoot him and he's he gonna tell. But there's somebody who gonna be mad enough to where they in full crash out mode. They don't care.
Your neighbors are out here working hard behind the scenes to keep our community healthy.
What's up, fam? This your boy Cut to the Chase TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you Negroes today. An Alabama rapper Home was raided by police during a Facebook live stream while he was showing off drugs in his trap house. In the moment, the news. This dude is a stereotypical rapper. This dude trying way too hard. The police on you. Hey, look. Lil Pina on live right now. He got a whole bunch of money. He got a whole dealer. And I thought the key was to remain low key if you move in that way. But a lot of people get caught up because they want that clout. A lot of people get caught up because they.
It's a million ways to get a bag. Before I sit up and be broke, I'm gonna go get some cash.
Now you see him. He's on Facebook Live. Big old bag of weed. He's rolling up. He's rapping and he's bragging about it. Now he's supposed to be some type of drug dealer, trying to be loud, trying to be seen, and it backfired on him like it do a lot of people. But let's continue.
Only one person on the code for my stash. We try it. I'm rocking paper.
Y'all see little homie by the window? Soon as they hit him with that flash grenade, he froze up. That nigga stopped in real time because he knew it was over. Now the homie that was on Facebook Live, he's the cause of all this. Soon as he heard the knock on the door, he grabbed that big bag of weed and tried to run. But he didn't get too far because the police was already on your heels. The police is watching you, bro. Why would you hop on live stream? Let's just say this. Let's say you hop on live stream to communicate with your fans, to show them that you really living the life you rap about. What about other people watching your live stream? Because you got to think about it like this. When you go live on any platform, you don't see who's watching you. It just say one viewer. And the police always say, We use social media. And think about it this way. You look like a street nigga. You might got ops. You might got enemies. So somebody could have
Mark Carney. Mark Carney will succeed Justin Trudeau as Canada's next prime minister. Official results on Sunday showed the former central banker won the race to become leader of the country's ruling Liberal Party. Carney will take over at a tumultuous time in Canada. A general election lies in the near future, and the country is in the midst of a trade war with longtime ally the United States under President Donald Trump, whom Carney name-checked after being announced as the party's leader.
There's someone who's trying to weaken our economy. Yeah, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, as we know, has put, as the Prime Minister just said, unjustified tariffs on what we build, on what we sell, on how we make a living. He's attacking.
This is Podium Series, a collaboration between Armor All and Oracle Red Bull Racing. Precision-engineered products that bring out the best in every car.
The Armor All Podium Series, engineered for exceptional results.
We turn now to another front in President Trump's trade war, and that's China. Foreign correspondent Anna Corin is in Beijing with the latest.
A tone of defiance from Beijing this week, with China preparing for a protracted trade war with the United States, which it maintains will have no winners. It announced retaliatory tariffs on US agricultural products and targeted 25 American companies in response to the now 20% blanket tariffs President Trump placed on all Chinese goods. In a press conference on the sidelines of the National People's Congress, China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi said the country would fight back despite economic challenges at home. And without naming President Trump, he accused the US of being duplicitous in its relationship with China, saying, no country should expect to suppress and contain China on one hand while maintaining good relations with China on the other. Well, earlier this week, his ministry used particularly aggressive language stating, if war is what the US wants, be it a tariff war, a trade war, or any other type of war, we're ready to fight till the end. While there's no doubt a trade war will hurt China's economy, it's had 6 years to prepare for this since the trade war began in 2018. And Margaret, despite being open to negotiations, its decision to opt for defiance rather than flattery is a sign China won't back down.
Anna Corin in Beijing. We'll be right back.
People be like, nah, man, we really staying ahead of 12. No, you're not, dummy. Like, they know what's going on, right? Like, it's just sometimes they just can't prove it. Now,
the title you thought I did, and you thought, yeah, well, you went left on me a week later. What did the title say?
Hey, the title said, Rat called Snoopy badass a snitch and say he not a power rule and all that shit.
Oh, no jumper. Nigga, I want to go to sneak peek.
What you mean? What you talking about? When Wack called me?
Oh, what? What happened?
Nah, it wasn't nothing. It just shit. Like, you know, you see what I basically just told niggas, man. Like, if niggas gonna believe the accusations and allegations about me, that means all rumors, the Snoopy Badass Act states that all rumors are admissible now. So, feel me? If we
intellectual street YouTuber, it's either in you or it's on you, no in between.
What's the deal, Global Gang? What we own? Cash Rules Global TV. Tapping in. Back at it again. Just open up them trap doors. Get ready to whip this content, push it out, and get it going, you heard? Man, if you happen to be new to the channel, bang that subscribe button. Spam up that like button so we can get in that algorithm. We finna get to these YouTube streets. And first and foremost, I appreciate every one of y'all members for tapping in and rocking with me. Even with that cat-ass auto-tune being on the last two videos, you feel me? Let's get to the YouTube streets. Close in them chat. Snoopy DA, Wack 100, Adam 22 stir on the menu, you feel me? About to get straight to it. I don't really know what transpired. Snoopy spoke on it on The Hard Truth, episode 21. I just dropped. Probably gonna put that clip in here tomorrow, you feel me?
What was the title that you thought I did? We live. What was the title you thought I did? And you thought, yeah, well, you went left on me a week later. What did the title say?
Hey, the title said, Rat called Snoopy badass a snitch and say he not a power rule and all that shit.
Break free with the new Opera GX, the browser that puts you in control with a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for personalization and an inventory of features to up your game at every level.
Wack tells Snoopy Badass you should stop claiming Pyro.
Well, you can't be mad at that because that was.
And then Wack confronts Snoopy about snitching, and it gets intense.
You talking about those two titles? No, those are real
those
titles.
both seem pretty accurate.
Those
Yeah,
accurate.
yeah.
But I don't see. Go scroll down.
What's accurate?
No, this says Wack confronts Snoopy Badass about snitching, and it gets intense. That's what we talked about in the case. And what's the top one?
Okay.
It said
How we got here, I do not know, but we shall see how it goes.
Top one says Wack tells
Wack
Snoopy
tells
should
Snoopy
stop
Badass
claiming
to
pirate.
stop claiming.
That definitely
That's
happened.
when I talked about being the father, and you need to let this shit go because your ideology don't line up with what it is. So that happened.
Yeah, but my argument was, you know what I'm saying? But y'all already knew that they was gonna take that and spin that. They gotta say like, you just told me I'm a snitch in my face, and you not a pirate. You didn't say that. You said that my ideologies don't align with it, so I should just leave this shit alone.
No, I told you what you did with that situation. Was telling when you took the stand. I definitely said that.
No, you did not. We can go back on the interview. You never told me to my face.
Can we put a little bet on it?
And you're not a pirate.
I mean, the clip has 671,000 views, and I'm pretty sure almost none of the comments are in any way like disagreeing with the title.
We're gonna put a look. You got time to go back and look at it. I'm gonna do it when I come out. But I remember having a conversation because I'm gonna tell you what I remember. I remember you telling me when it happened. You got out of there.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this, homie. Fuck TC and fuck his homies, nigga. I ain't never told on nobody, nigga.
That's what he said.
Well, I don't know them people.
I'm not about to sit here and debate.
No. I'm trying to get you to remember what you told me.
That nigga told look
You don't remember? You told me you came back with the mother. Remember?
So this is why Lou said Snoopy fell for it. He should have just went another way.
And I said, why the hell would you go back? Yeah, and I said, why would you come back? I said, why the hell would you come back to a murder scene? Remember that? And then,
look, homie. Yes, I came back with the mother.
And then that's when you gave the police a statement.
Can I finish? And I gave him a bullshit statement. When I gave him a bullshit statement, I didn't even know who this nigga was.
But you end up taking the stand later on in behalf of the dude.
Because he asked me to.
And because your ideology of how you seen it and how the streets and the homies gonna see it, that's why I said this shit ain't for you.
But that don't mean that Snoopy told at the end of the day. So this is getting a little tricky here. You feel me? I don't know why we revisiting this, but I'm here for it.
Set up there on the motherfucking internet and just said that nigga taking the stand. Ain't snitching if you doing it for the nigga.
I don't know. I gotta hear what they're saying. I don't know what they said. Go ahead.
I know this with no jumper, homie. I've been in a lot of shit. Feel what I'm saying? Like Adam, you sit up there, bro, and you let that bitch come up there and say that I RAPED.
Now we get to the point. This is why Snoopy wanted to talk. Remember when Tania, his baby mama, got on here and said he raped her? Crazy work, man. He got 4 kids with this lady. Why you do that, blood?
For our first baby, and she gave me 2. Then you turn around and let her say quit back, and you, Wack, all y'all done seen the bitch on the video in the shower sucking the nigga dick.
Well, he don't know about that.
Yeah, well, we don't know if he bent her over.
Bro, Adam, hey, Snoopy, Adam don't know about that, bro. You gotta put that on me.
Well, I seen the video too.
Oh, you did?
I think we should react to it on here.
Oh, shit, I didn't know you seen the video.
And then when AF Nino just came on there, he said Munchie B got peanut butter in his ass. First thing Adam said, well, we don't know if that's true. If you feeling like that, you need to take that stance on everybody.
So he's saying you didn't know if it was true if he did that.
So that is true. You got to call a ball, and strike a strike, Mr. Adam 22ster. You can't be playing both sides. You got to have the same set of rules for everybody. Keep the same standard. Keep your character, my boy. You do be trying to stir the pot. You can't be selective politicking. You want to be a damn loke so bad.
So every time somebody says something that I can't 100% prove, I should then stop them or edit it out of the podcast. Because listen, I don't necessarily feel super strongly about whether you or not, but I'm not going to sit here in a woman's face and tell her, no, you are lying about being. What the fuck am I going to look like doing that?
That is
I got to let her live her truth.
Yeah, he kind of in the trick bag with that.
But guess what? And that's what you should have been said. Exactly what you just said.
No, he kind of. Yeah,
I did.
Can't do that.
When I interviewed, I didn't go hard.
Let that shit linger, bro.
He can't do that because then if
Adam, she tried to suck your a bitch that's
who?
Sit up there.
No, I think if she tried, he would have got permission and he'd have just let her.
A bitch that's pregnant with another nigga baby said on your podcast and begged to do a fucking platform with you and your wife, and in the same breath say the father of her kids and gave her 2 more motherfucking babies.
Yeah, we call that range.
That ain't solid. I'm not gonna lie, but that it would not fly on my platform. That just is too much drama, too much brazenness.
Does it all?
Now you do know. Yeah, but what he's saying is, if he tell her you're lying, you didn't this, it kind of looked like he attacking.
And what do I know? I don't know anything about whether Snoopy might do that or if that happened or what.
But look, Adam didn't even tell her. Well, you know, if he put you on the first one, why did you give him 2 more? Why did you give the baby his last name? Why is this? It just had. I just didn't like the energy that because people say things.
So you had 2 more kids after that.
I'm just like not your attorney, so I just.
He makes a lot of sense right now. That is wild to say you raped the person, but give the babies his last name and have 2 more kids by the man.
I don't have arguments prepared in advance.
So you telling me you had 2 more kids with this same female after she put the allegation on you? Or
No.
the
And
allegation
didn't you say
came
they
out-
aren't your kids?
There was never no allegations till she set her punk ass in front of Adam.
Oh,
But didn't you say they're not your kids anyway?
so how do we know? How do we know when it was? So how do we know when the RAPE situation happened?
She said I RAPED'd her for the first baby.
Oh, and then how many babies you got by her? 3?
Allegedly 3.
Okay, so she stayed with you.
Look, all I'm saying is, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel how no jumper, feel me, when it comes to Snoopy bad, it's not how he. Then Adam, you put me in the same category as G-Face, bro. Dead homies. How you gonna put me in the same category as G-Face?
G-Face, that's the dude I exposed for telling?
G-Face is a straight informant, federal informante.
Because we exposed him for telling.
Yeah, you guys both got telling allegations on your name.
They saying you told, nigga, what are you
Yeah, but there's no paperwork on me nowhere.
Okay, nigga, and guess what? It ain't nobody in jail because of me either.
No, it's not about, listen, okay, look, watch this. And I heard somebody say this. I've seen, look, just because the dude didn't get convicted doesn't mean you still didn't attempt to tell. No, listen to me.
I agree with that though. If you attempted to tell, you still told. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that Snoopy told because we still got to get through that paperwork. But if you, if you tried to tell and it didn't work, it just didn't work. You still told. You're still a snitch.
Niggas doing no jumper every motherfucking day, nigga.
Adam do what?
Nigga, y'all do this shit every day, nigga.
Okay, but the similarity with you and G-Face is also the fact that some people say that he is a hood hopper, and I do believe that you are a hood hopper as well.
No, that's where he got it from. It was hood hopping.
What happened?
Adam, for you to say somebody is a hood hopper is brazy work, my boy. What politics are you in for you to get that off?
He said G-Face was a hood hopper, and he said
I don't really think he is, but people say that.
They said he was from 2 different gangs.
They said he was from
White Fence or
AP and then White Fence
Fence.
after.
So he's saying the people were saying you was a hood hopper. So that he said that's his similarities.
So how many hood hoppers have he had on no jumper?
Well, that don't mean nothing.
You and G-Face, right?
Look. Adam just said it the same. You just said right now.
Brick Baby was from 2 different hoods.
You don't know. Nigga, you don't even know if I'm a hood hopper.
Brick Baby was from 2 different hoods.
I have to default to the gang experts like Whack 100.
No, Brick Baby was from 30s and 60s.
I never heard that before.
Yes, you did.
16-year-old. I need to.
We gotta holler at you.
Snoopy went left. You raped the 16-year-old.
They always like.
Hey, that was crazy work, y'all. Shout out to them for bringing that on. You feel me? But Snoopy broke that down on the hard truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring that to y'all in a clip so y'all ain't got to go through the whole video in the morning. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think about that. Is Adam going too far with the content? Does Snoopy have a point? What was the purpose of this conversation in the first place? I don't know. Hey, remember, all money ain't good money, and slow motion damn show better than no motion. If you're new to the channel, man, go ahead and bang that subscribe button. Spam up that like button so we can get in that algorithm. Do the whole video in the morning.
30s and 60s.
I never heard that before.
Yes, you did.
16-year-old. I need to.
We gotta holler at you.
Snoopy went left. You raped the 16-year-old.
They always get to.
Hey, that was crazy work, y'all. Shout out to them for bringing that on. You feel me? But Snoopy broke that down on the hard truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring that to y'all in a clip so y'all ain't got to go through the whole video in the morning. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think about that. Is Adam going too far with the content? Does Snoopy have a point? What was the purpose of this conversation in the first place? I don't know.
Save your money. Own your media. Play your way. Build your element.
To New Jersey, tell you about a big drug bust that has nearly 24 people facing charges today. News 4's Pat Battle live in Wayne with the bust and why many involved are already back out on the streets, Pat.
Well, Natalie, this all started with a fairly routine drug investigation here in Wayne, where a resident tipped off police that someone was selling cocaine all around Passaic County. Well, cops here talked to the narcotic squad in neighboring Pompton Lakes, and that jump-started an operation that would seep into Bergen and Hudson counties as well. And when it was over, this involved more than a dozen police departments from Haledon to Wanacue, the DEA, even the Secret Service.
The buyers drew us to the sellers, and traditional law enforcement techniques like surveillance and debriefing and information sharing really is what got us to where we are.
Passaic County Prosecutor Camelia Valdez took to the podium flanked by law enforcement officers from multiple jurisdictions. They all worked together to take down the 19 men and 4 women allegedly involved in a drug operation that spanned 3 counties.
The message to their guys is, if you're going to commit crimes in Bergen, Passaic, or Hudson County, you can't hide anywhere in the state or out of state. We will find you and we will arrest you.
10 people were arrested in the first phase of the operation that started last May. Another 13 arrested in phase 2, and all but 4 who are charged with the highest level crimes are already out of jail. A frustrating reality for the investigators who spent hundreds of hours tracking them down.
We keep pushing because we know that we make a dent. And it feels like we're rolling a boulder uphill sometimes, but you have to stay at it. And covering the work, making sure that we're recognizing the efforts. This investigation represents countless hours of collaboration, information sharing.
Search warrants executed last month found $308,000 in cash, 4 kilos of cocaine, 1.2 pounds of deadly fentanyl, 25,000 individual doses of heroin, 2 pounds of marijuana, 1.7 ounces of crack cocaine, and 1,000 oxycodone pills sold from cars to street corners to private homes.
When you take 25,000 bags of heroin off the street that are basically fentanyl at this point, pure fentanyl.
Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett from Texas.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, and thank you so much to our mayors that are here. And I really quickly want to touch on something because I know that many of you prepared for today's hearing by making sure that you got a little bit of information about immigrants and crime in your cities. Let me ask each of the mayors, just yes or no. Have any of you been made aware of any immigrant that has had 34 felony convictions that has still been able to roam around in your cities? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
34 felony convictions
No,
from the
Congresswoman.
immigrants. Anybody?
I'm not aware.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious because we are so concerned about crime, and I know that my Republican colleagues would never want anybody with 34 felony convictions roaming around because that could be a danger to the community. But I'll move on. The Republicans put more effort into producing their little propaganda trailer for this hearing than they have into reforming America's immigration system, and that's why we're here today. In fact, Republicans are beating up on the vast majority of you about what you're doing for your citizens, but the last time I checked, you're actually showing up. You may or may not be aware, but the NRCC just instructed Republicans to stop their town hall meetings because their constituents were showing up and telling them to do your jobs. If I had to sum up some of what you have said thus far today, I would sum it up as you have been trying to tell them as politely as you can to do their jobs. In fact, we know that they have not done their jobs, and so they're trying to force you to do it for them by turning your local law enforcement officers into ICE agents. They have this fake outrage about how immigrants are stealing resources and jobs from Americans when residents of Boston, Chicago, New York City, and Denver are subsidizing public services in their districts and their states because the Republicans refuse to ensure that their constituents earn a livable wage. Look, they don't have a plan to fix immigration in America because they don't want to. Mass deportation isn't a plan. Arresting kids in schools or worshipers in church isn't a plan. But there are important points to discuss as it relates to immigration in America. So, Mr. Beer, in January, you testified before the Judiciary Subcommittee on Immigration, Integrity, Security, and Enforcement. During that hearing, we played a little game called Rhetoric or Reality. Do you remember that?
I remember, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead for round two. Why don't we? Rhetoric or reality? Immigrants are a burden to the American taxpayers because they deplete our federal resources.
That would be rhetoric.
Correct. In fact, the Congressional Budget Office estimates that immigrants will lower U.S. deficits by a cumulative $1 trillion and increase the U.S. economy's size by nearly $9 trillion over 10 years. Is that correct?
That is correct.
In 2023, 47 million immigrants paid nearly $652 billion in taxes, $58.1 billion in taxes alone into Texas. Rhetoric or reality? During his first administration, Trump improved enforcement of U.S. immigration laws.
He did not.
In fact, President Trump closed almost all immigration courts for removal proceedings, cut prosecutions for unauthorized entry by 87%, cut ICE removals to the lowest level in the history of the agency, and released 9,000 people with violent crime convictions back into our communities. Is that correct?
That's right. Yes.
So rhetoric or reality? President Trump's immigration policies make American communities safer.
No, they don't make communities safer.
In fact, nearly 100,000 unauthorized immigrants have obtain legal status through their cooperation with law enforcement. And local law enforcement agencies have more than 300,000 pending requests for immigrants seeking legal status based upon their cooperation with law enforcement, according to the Department of Homeland Security. Is that correct?
That's right. Immigrants work with law enforcement to stop and solve crimes.
Thank you. That was one of my rhetoric or reality questions. Sorry. The question was immigrants without legal status can help stop crime. That's correct.
Yes,
right?
that's
correct.
All right.
And Mr. Beer, isn't it true that Republicans are threatening to illegally strip cities of law enforcement grants intended for local policing and public safety if they don't go along with Trump's immigration agenda?
That's right. They want to redistribute the fiscal burden onto the Democratic cities and away from the Republican ones.
Which brings me to my next point. Mayor Adams, do you believe that President Trump is weaponizing the Department of Justice against local governments like New York City?
As I stated publicly,
Thank you for the question, Congresswoman. And as I indicated previously, this case is in front of Judge Ho, and I'm going to allow the judicial process to go forward.
Well, let me ask it a different way. There was a quote from Mr. Well, he had to get advice. So can I just get it?
What's that?
He was getting advice. So can I get a little bit of time? I didn't interrupt while he was getting advice.
Because they were advising it. Go ahead.
Okay, just this last one. There was a quote from Mr. Homan, I believe, where he said he will be in your office and up your butt if there was a problem with whatever agreement. We don't know what it was. My question to you, I know you've been asked about it a couple of times today, is was he lying when he said that you made an agreement that would cause him to be up your butt if you failed to uphold your end of it?
And gentlelady's time's expired, but if the mayor wants to answer it, he can.
Congresswoman, I answered that question, and it appears as though we're asking the same questions over and over and over again. My comments are not going to change. No quid pro quo, no agreement. I did nothing wrong.
Let me tell you a story about a place.
Hey, Reggie, before we get into today's episode, is there anything you want to speak on or talk about before we get going?
Just right quick, shout out to the Pisces game. Happy birthday to you guys, and hope y'all celebrating your month well. Don't forget to pick up Confessions of the Labor Boss. Adam, your book is on its way. Adam from the UK. Those of y'all that's over there in the UK and out of the international, I just want y'all to know, I just found this out. It takes about 10 to 15 days for y'all to get your books, and it's about $20 to $25. Now, you can get it quicker, but it costs about $80. Just for shipping costs alone. So hope y'all just know that. But doing the autograph signing of books, so any of y'all can DM me on IG, or also you go to the Bomb First website, or the where you can buy the t-shirts and stuff like that, and you can order the book there, and we'll get them shipped out to you. For those that y'all that don't want any personalized note to get your book authenticated on Bomb First, then you can go on Amazon and pick it up. Confessions of a Boss label. I know a lot of y'all said, nigga, you never ran no label. Actually, I ran 3. Y'all look up Hub City Entertainment, the best Pyru album ever done. Y'all go listen to it by the Relatives. It's called The Takeover. You see who's the executive producer of that. And me and my boy Bob Gotti. And also E1. And from 1997 to 2002, y'all can see who ran Death Row. But other than that, let's get going.
Okay. Keefe D went on Good Morning America and stated that he was in Los Angeles the night of the Tupac shooting and that they can't even place him in Vegas, and went on to say that the grand jury's key witness is the one who orchestrated it. I just wanted to get your thoughts and response on Keefe D's first video interview behind bars.
So authorities have the wrong man.
I'm innocent. I ain't killed nobody, never did ever kill nobody. They don't have no evidence against me. Came and put me in Las Vegas.
61-year-old Dwayne Keefe D. Davis says the night of the murder, September 7th, 1996, he was in Los Angeles, 300 miles from the Las Vegas intersection where Tupac Shakur was gunned down.
Prove that I orchestrated this. You know what I'm saying? Your key witness orchestrated this. They top witness is the lead suspect.
The defense pointing to someone else, Reggie Wright Jr., a former cop and security guard for record mogul Suge Knight, who was driving the car Tupac was in the night he was shot. Wright has denied any involvement and has said it bothers me because I was in charge of possibly protecting this young man. And prosecutors say Davis incriminated himself in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, and in this on-camera interview.
You said the shots came from the back. Who shot Tupac?
They keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the back seat, bro.
Davis now says his previous admissions connected with the shooting were made under duress and for money, claiming he did not write his own memoir and was fed information by police.
I shouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have said nothing. And I'm innocent, man.
Prosecutors declined to respond directly to Davis's new claims. They say their case is strong and they expect a conviction. Davis's arrest followed years of fan-driven theories that an intense rivalry between East Coast and West Coast rappers sparked the fatal attack on Shakur.
And I'm being held against my will. I'm supposed to be out there enjoying my twilight. God got my back, and God will see me through this.
The judge has not yet weighed the defense's claim of a different suspect. And right now, Diane Davis is scheduled for trial in February. Diane?
Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky, thank you.
Yeah. Well, of course, you better say that. You better come up with some defense. But you catch the words. He used them very carefully. But, hey, Keefe D, the only person he has to blame for sitting in prison right now is Keefe D. It's so funny to me how other channels and people like that say they confess their love for Tupac. It's obviously showing that y'all hate Tupac Shakur because y'all trying to do everything under the book to believe or to muddy up the investigation or to say Reggie Wright Jr. has something to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur. I mean, I could see y'all saying that if Keefe D said, no, Reggie hired me. Reggie's the one that called me and told me where Tupac and them was going and all of that. That's why we did what we did. He's trying to say he wasn't even in Vegas. I guess his wife was just she do get around a little bit. She has, and all of that, because we know what Buncher and them was doing to her. So maybe she was just ordering rooms or something like that for other niggas or something like that on that particular night. Hey, well, my girls back then, when I was somewhere, they would order rooms for me as well. I put stuff in their names, as we all have done. That's what Keefe did. Keefe D used to use James McDonald's wife, or girl at the time, to have cars in her name. That's what Keefe was doing back then. But, he played the word game and said, prove it. Prove it. But what you all missing, all you trolls and stuff like that, Reggie, you going down? Yeah, I'm shaking in my boots. Scared like a motherfucker. If y'all only knew. But the main thing the prosecutor said, y'all listen to this part. Hopefully John will play it over and over and over again. Don't know if he will, but if he does, this is what he said.
Prosecutors declined to respond directly to Davis's new claims. They say their case is strong and they expect a conviction.
This is what the prosecution said. We're confident. Ain't that what the prosecutor said? We're confident that we're going to get a conviction and we got the right man. But everybody's, neglecting to hear that part or to comprehend that part. But y'all letting a motherfucking snitch who snitch on his co-conspirator and a gap-toothed motherfucker, that t-shirt sagging because he keep wearing them over and over, sagging way down to there. This damn near homeless-looking motherfucker that keep moving from Long Beach to Cypress and just keep moving all over the place and all of that because he's broke and his woman keep kicking him out of the house and shit. Y'all letting him come up there and sput my name. All right. Y'all keep going over there and listen to them because it ain't that y'all hate Reggie Wright. All you motherfuckers secretly hate Tupac. And you know why? Y'all know why y'all hate Tupac? Because y'all woman probably over there masturbating to him, to a picture of him right now. Is why y'all secretly hate Tupac. Because that's the only motherfucking reason you'll be wanting the motherfucker that's been bragging on YouTube for years in a book about having something to do with the death of Tupac Shakur. But now y'all all want to up there muddy up the investigation and blame it on the bad guy, Reggie Wright. Okay, it ain't gonna work because idiots on YouTube don't control what goes on in the courtroom. The DA and the investigator on the case is control what gets presented to the court. The defense attorney gonna throw out some stuff. They supposed to, if they can approve it, if they can find somebody to lay out something. But you think R.J. Bonds, carpet head, gonna be able to go and testify with his bull crowd? You think any of those people gonna go and testify to that bull crowd? No, they don't get to go. They just get to get views off of. To my people that's obviously, like I said, jealous of Tupac, are just idiots. We all had at our schools motherfuckers that had the helmets and rode on a little bus. So we always knew we had those motherfuckers. And so those are the ones that's in the comment section with all of that negative stuff. Reggie, you scared, you look guilty. These motherfuckers that work at Walmart, all of a sudden is body language experts. You motherfuckers that can't even get a job at McDonald's is now all of a sudden body language experts. It's so funny to me, but hey, it's all good. Y'all boy is good, looking good, living good. But y'all keep listening to clowns on YouTube. That's obviously just trying to mess up the investigation. That snitch from the East Coast, he don't care. 1 minute he posting up stuff saying, well, both of them actually got two fizzle as well. And then they on the Kirk Burrows thing and Diddy thing. They can't even make their mind up. They don't even believe any of this stuff. They just post it. They just post it because they see that they get views. They do something about Jay-Z and this and get 1,000, 2,000 views. They talk about Reggie Wright has something to do with the murder of Tupac, then they get 10,000 views. Or Kirk Burrows said that this happened, and then they get views because y'all run over and eat it up. Man, y'all need to get off that. Y'all need to get off that. But once again, for all of those that, you're scared, you're shaking, only time Reggie Wright gonna get worried or concerned is when the DA started talking about that, or talking like that, or the detective. But y'all hear what the detective said even on that? They didn't even want to respond to this nonsense. What they say? Peace, mom first.
On FanDuel Casino, every day is your chance at a free jackpot and the number one feeling, which is still winning. Better than number 37. Expect.
Sniper in that puzzle. Big shout out to my SPR, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black.
To tell her story, which just so happened to be a story about getting raped. However, they on my head saying, I told a story to the police, Reggie Wright. Check, Munchie B is one of the main on this campaign. Look at this slow-tarded, goofy. These just be moving too fast. How much they hate to look.
Okay, Reggie, we have Munchie B on the line. I know you guys have kind of like spoken back and forth, you know, through videos or whatever.
What the is he doing talking to the police? Reggie Wright, you a pig, not a pyro. If that's the case, what the is there to talk about? Just know this, y'all. I've been knowing Reggie 25 years, and not once in my life had I had the opportunity to look at him as, view him as, or refer to him as the police. I've known Reggie, the Should Not affiliate, security, the leader of security unit. I've known him as a CEO or manager of a label. Then I've known him as a D-boy selling pounds. Then I've known him as a podcaster. That's the only Reggie Wright I know. I don't know about Reggie Wright the police. However, you just go look at Munchie B page now. Look at Dookie Mouth M's page. They are convinced that I'm no good because I talked to Reggie Wright the police. But look at Munchie B stick his foot down his long, nasty, dirty throat and contradict himself politicking with the police. Dumb tart.
But I wanted to see if you guys had stuff that you guys wanted to talk about and maybe clear the air.
Yeah. Well, first I always like to address this.
How bad niggas want to be famous and known. He was bold enough to get on a song and say, Reggie Wright, you a pig, not a pyro. Reggie snapped his finger. And this whole ass nigga, listen to how calm and respectful he is to Reggie. Nigga, if you believe in these type of niggas, yo bad. If you thought I believed in them longer than I did, yo bad. But y'all think it's just a cliche. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Chestnut checkers. I'm an East Side Lokester. You're not going to understand. First, you didn't understand. Now you niggas know. Yeah. You might be watching from the outside in wondering what SPI doing. Don't trip. Throw honey on the bear. Don't help me, bro. I mean, throw honey on me. Help the bear. Oh, my mama.
The show. Munchie B, through our boy Alex Alonso, a mutual friend, reached out to me and
Reggie Wright, you a pig, not a pyro. Munchie B did what? Wait a minute. Wait a mother.
What the fuck?
Reggie Wright, you a pig, not a pyro. Munchie B did what? Let's see what Munchie B did again, y'all.
Reached out to
to me and was like, "Hey, why you and Munchie B got this nonsense going on?" And Munchie B and I talked, and I think we done came to a mutual agreement. The way, hey, we really don't have no beef with each other. It was just a big.
Oh, Munchie, you ain't got no beef with the pigs? Munchie, you ain't got no beef with Reggie Wright, the police? So why Crip Jackie daughter can't do an interview with him and tell her story? What do I got to do with it? If I know a Cripolette that want to tell her story about being violated, regardless who violated her. The 6'9" EC Queen gave birth to her out of her punani. Why should I not allow her to speak her story? Nigga, this same goofy ass nigga Deuce M's dead homies, EC Crip, tried to call me about going public against Nina Boy because, no, not Nina Boy. It was Nina Boy brother passed. He was a red rag. And allegedly his wife was upset about GoFundMe or something. Da. Check it out, Nina Boy. This is what you don't know. Why you bit and let them turn you on this weak shit. This is what you didn't know. Tell them this, Dookie Mouth M's. There was a time when it was a certain female who was married to Nina Boy's brother that was a red rag that lost his life. No Good, rest in peace. She was disgruntled when No Good lost his life, and she wanted to go on the internet and smut not only Nina Boy, but other multiple members of their family about taking advantage of GoFundMes and things of that nature. I don't know what changed, but at that time, Deuce Sims, as a respectable gangster, reached out to me and let me know what was on the table. I tapped into the 6ix9ine, and they asked me to do what I could to keep it off the line. I expressed that to Deuce Sims, and he respected their request. You guys never heard about it.
Tuscola Intermediate School District's Adult Education Program. Register today to start the path towards receiving a GED. We offer free GED testing and support.
But just know this, Nina.
Sniper in that hustle. Big shout out to my SP.
Bloke, wanna be like me, wanna be bigger than me, wanna fuck on pussy I done already skeeted all up in. Munchie, PSA, every bitch I introduce you to that you be thinking you romancing, I done fucked on all of them. I'm just letting you know that. But look, this same nigga is talking to the pigs like this.
Everybody, I would then know exactly where he at. I said, I don't want to do that to him like that. He a joke for real. He a joke for real.
According to Munchie and Deuce Sims, I allegedly told the pig about a crime that was beyond statute of limitations so he can make it public because my homegirl from East Coast, Crip Jackie daughter, got raped. But they want you to see it another way. Here it is. I'm wrong for that. And Reggie Wright is a pig, not a pyro. But listen to the B-team mayor.
Well, respect. Well, like I said, I just really want to get in there to let people know where we at, because I know you have friends that's loyal to you, and we need to just let people.
Hey, for the motherfucker in the chat saying stay sober, that's for you. And guess where I got this brand from? Munchie motherfucking B. Deer Juice. Didn't know nothing about Deer Juice till he started bringing it through. Just think about, remember him. He called me a drunk, y'all. Remember Tania getting rushed by Rini Loke, Munchie B, feet in the air. What? Guess what he never did? Drunk ass never dropped this bottle. Dear Juice, need a check. Fuck you, tomorrow, stay sober. Each and everybody on the internet that comments suggesting, advising me to stay sober. Fuck you, nigga. I love getting on my tip.
Know that this ain't no major beef going on between us anymore, and that I extend the olive branch, and we'll say, hey, let's be.
Mind you, Munchie B has never met this man a day in his life. Called him a pig on a pyro. Now he on his nuts.
Trying to get myself together, man. So this is a day in the life and the struggle of YBG. Because
I mean, he did call the YouTube police, right? He told the YouTube police, hey, look at him. He did this. No, Donald Null. His name should be on the screen somewhere. Donald Null. Yeah. That's what let you know the I ain't lying, homeboy. I got mad. This nigga made mad statements though, but none more than this. You feel me? You can look at this right here. This is the motion from damn, who was that from? That ain't the motion to suppress information. Indicate that Eon is a very self-centered youngster. Emotionally, he is a somewhat unstable. Emotionally, he is somewhat unstable. He's still unstable to this day, guys. His self-control, especially emotional control, is inadequate. Eon, what's this? The docket number is right there for anybody. He out here telling this shit is fake. 411, no, not 4 F11411-93. This was what, May 23rd at 3:49 p.m. 1994. Now, like I said, this ain't even his complete statement. This is just a diagnosis of what's going on. But in their diagnosis, look at what he told them already. Mr. Williams stated that he generally will buy a half an ounce of cocaine from one of the three individuals, from one of these individuals. So from either who, Karim, Darren Ware, or Donald Null, right? Somebody tell me if I'm reading that wrong.
Big TV advertising is for big brands with big dollars. Always has been and always will be. Not anymore.
Who's so addicted to the life that he just hasn't got to the point of like realizing, oh, I need to not do. He needs to stay his ass out of the neighborhoods. Apparently, he gets home right before his birthday.
Hold on, bro.
That's not good.
Hold on. What you heard me telling him the day he came back up here?
Yeah.
You heard me tell him that.
Yeah.
I said, bro, you got an ankle monitor on. You say you got to give him 4 months. Give him the 4 months, get off the monitor. Get your laptop, come work in the building. You know what I'm saying? I said, the monitor going to tell him where you at.
And when he talks to me,
he say, home.
It's like, it's so hard for him to.
On the way back, I played X4's music for the first time in my life.
Really? Wow.
He got some bangers.
Yeah. I would report it to the prison before I reported his YouTube account.
Who?
Be crazy. Like,
oh, I don't report YouTube account.
To me, getting people's Instagrams and YouTubes and stuff, I've had people come to me. Yeah, somebody open fired inside the strip club, and then that was it. Okay, and then the other topic that seems kind of worth mentioning.
The other dude that got shot was with him?
I guess. What?
Bernardino.
Right, that's not like a nice place, right?
Like, because when you're out doing this, awareness, you got 4 or 5 different groups that can really take that person and react.
Their butthole is. So they can f anyone they want with their vagina.
No anal.
But if they want to do anal, that's going to have to come through us.
It's setting him up to pardon somebody like Larry Hoover. I think if he makes that move, he's setting it up to pardon somebody big on our side. For real. And I think when he does it, he's going to say, y'all had no problem with me pardoning this man. On some real stuff. I'll take that white man coming home to see Larry Hoover get a pardon.
If he does pardon Derek Chauvin, he's going to be doing so basically to appease the Candace Owens wing of the Republican Party, a.k.a. the people who are so far gone that they actually believe that he just died of natural causes while he happened to be under Derek Chauvin.
I think he a pardon dude to set up the whole play to pardon somebody. I thought about it. I thought about R. Kelly this died, but no, because the black people still wouldn't really fully.
He should pardon
that.
Boosie. Get rid of his case.
Boosie could. I think Boosie will go do a couple years to see Larry Hoover come home. I think if they ask Boosie, either we let Larry Hoover come home or we pardon you and Larry Hoover stays.
Why you stand Larry Hoover so much? Like, what did he ever do?
Huh?
Like what makes you want him to come home so bad?
He's been gone 50 years.
Right, but why do you want him to come home? Besides just the fact that
he's been in prison 50 years.
But why do you care about that?
What do you mean? He started a whole movement. Like, it's Larry Hoover.
What was the movement? The Gangster Disciples?
Definitely. And he changed that to growth and development.
Right.
He been gone 50 years, bro, like 50 years. And one of the most high, the maximum security penitentiaries, he's in Florence, I believe.
I mean, he killed people, right?
Nope.
No. Why is Larry? Hoover
Nope. They don't got Larry for killing
uh,
nobody. They got people. They say he's a mastermind.
He's serving multiple life sentences for his role in running a criminal enterprise. He was originally convicted in 1973 for ordering the murder of a rival gang member and sentenced to 150 to 200 years in prison. While incarcerated, authorities allege that he continued to run the gangster enterprise, engaging in drug trafficking, extortion, and other organized crime activities. In 1997, after a federal investigation, Hoover was convicted on charges of conspiracy, extortion, money laundering, and running a continued criminal enterprise. So he received an additional life sentence and was later transferred to Florence Supermax Prison in Colorado, where he remains today.
But they let Big Meech go in 19.
Yeah, but he's old, right?
There you go. On that note, we out.
We out.
Chase the Northern Lights with a rail pass.
Kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his life.
Shit, it's record. Time to go to work. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm just trying to how you can help you. Why wouldn't you want to help me?
Special, but I'm there. That animosity, that not working together, that not binding together as a singular unit, and then taking y'all skill and presenting the world as a cohesive, unified bond, that is going to come back to bite.
Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora